welcome everybody to the Carolina Cast. It is a Sunday, and the Carolina Panthers are back at Bank of America Stadium. They're taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in an NFC South rival game. It's going to be a tough one for Carolina today. They're taking on one of the best teams in the NFL, the best quarterback of all time. We'll be hosting them in Charlotte today. But that's not going to help out Carolina in any type of way. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. So for anybody new here, the Carolina Panthers, 1-5. You can see in the title right here. We're 1-5 right now. Traded away the best player on our team in Christian McCaffrey. We fired our coach 2 weeks ago and our defensive coordinator. So this team has nothing, you could say. This team does not have a lot right now. And that's just the problem with the Carolina Panthers they're with right now. It's not been the best season. It never started off good. The best record we had when we were 1-2, we won our first game of the year back in week 3 to the Saints. We have not won a game since. And I think the season for us is pretty much over. We're just going to try and get a good draft pick and get quarterback Bryce Young. We traded away Christian McCaffrey for multiple picks. And a news report came out recently that we tried to trade, or we were offered a trade for Brian Burns, our left edge, and we declined it. The trade, we do not know what team it was from, but the trade was 2 first-round picks. So I'm surprised Carolina did not accept that. In the McCaffrey deal, we didn't even get a first-rounder. So Carolina, at this point, you can say they definitely lost that trade. But it's also hard to say when you don't know what those draft picks can turn out to be. Either way, the Carolina Panthers are – I know our general managers said that we're still trying to win games. I know the season's probably over. We're trying to rebuild our franchise and bring back the glory days back in the 2000s and obviously the 2015 season where we were 15-1. And our quarterback, Cam Newton, was the MVP of the league. So it's going to take a while for Carolina to get back to that stage. But until then, we're still going to have a couple more Sundays in Charlotte and other places. Today it is in Charlotte. We're hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are 3-3 right now. Still make a case for one of the best teams in the league. Tom Brady, the best quarterback of all time. Still doesn't look bad. Just the age, like 45 now. Let's go ahead and let's check out some of the predicting stats for today's game. All this according to ESPN. The line on the game is Tampa Bay by 13, which is the largest line of this week. And according to Matchup Predictor, the Carolina Panthers have an 11% chance to win. That is as bad as smaller colleges trying to play like Alabama. So yeah, shouldn't happen today. The over-under in this game is 39, which is actually pretty low. If I had to choose, I'd probably go over just because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are probably going to score a lot in this game. And we can check out the injury report. So for the Carolina Panthers, we will not have Henry Anderson, Chandler Wooten, Baker Mayfield, J.C. Horn, and Matt Edonis. We also do not have Jeremy Chin. We placed on the IR back in week 4 against the Cardinals. And then Sam Darnold could make his return early as next week when we head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. So I know the season's pretty much over for Carolina, but that'd help us out a little bit. And going after Sunday, PJ Walker was questionable, as we saw. If you were watching last Sunday's stream and you were watching the game, PJ Walker got injured late in the fourth quarter with quarterback Jacob Eason entering the game for the Carolina Panthers, who immediately threw an interception. That ended up being Christian McCaffrey's last game as a Panther and Robbie Anderson, who got traded to the Cardinals. That was their last 2 games as Panthers. And then we saw that we had to switch quarterbacks midway through the game, but PJ Walker is coming back for today's game and will be the starting quarterback. So Deontay Foreman and Chuba Hubbard now have a big task because they are going to have to lead the way for the Carolina Panthers in the run game now that we do not have Christian McCaffrey. And I feel like that's that's just going to take away the run game that we used to have. So now the Carolina Panthers don't have a quarterback, and now they don't have a run game anymore. So I don't know how we're even going to get points on the board other than defensive scores, which is going to be hard when you're playing the greatest quarterback of all time, especially for a Buccaneers team that's just really good overall. Ever since Tom Brady came, he's brought a bunch of people with him, and the team is just good overall. It's going to be hard to stop. So we are just about ready for kickoff here in Charlotte with the Panthers and the Buccaneers. We're going to stay on here. I feel like kickoff should be starting like right now. I'm still on commercial break. So we know there's probably going to be another quarterback battle. I'll go ahead and talk about this. So recently this week, interim head coach Steve Wilks was talking about a potential quarterback battle with Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield. Since Darnold's coming off the IR and his injury back in preseason, they want to test these guys out again. So I think so far we've realized that Baker Mayfield might have been the wrong decision for the Carolina Panthers. Just for how the only good Baker Mayfield we've seen in Carolina was in the fourth quarter against the Cleveland Browns, which wasn't really that good. That was just a 75-yard pass to Robbie Anderson. And Tom Brady, he's 4-0 against the Panthers since 2020. So he's found a way to beat Carolina every single time. And I think the last time the Panthers beat Brady was when he was in New England back in 2017. I remember a Graham Gano field goal, a 48-yard field goal by Gano. We won 33-30. That's the last time I remember Carolina beating Tom Brady. The last time we played the Bucs was in Tampa Bay, but the last time we played in Charlotte was the day after Christmas. I was actually at that game. We did not even hit the end zone. That was the washed Cam Newton, and then they had a quarterback battle with him and Sam Darnold. So it wasn't as fun to watch. We're taking a look at coaches here. Interim head coach Steve Wilks and Todd Bowles. It's his first season as head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers after Bruce Arians was given a better position with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, as Eddie Pinheiro is going to kick it off for the Carolina Panthers. It is going to be Buccaneers football. Pinheiro is about to let this one go. So I think the ball fell. Okay. All right, we're going to try this again. Pinheiro will kick it off to get things started here in Charlotte. As we're going to see our defense out here first. We know there's not a lot of weapons on this team anymore. So let's see how our defense can do today. Pinheiro kicks it off, and we're underway from Charlotte. Week 7 football in the Carolina cast. We can see Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time, still at it at age 45, coming onto the field for the Buccaneers. He has an 8-to-1 touchdown and interception ratio, which is the best in the NFL. So, like I was saying, he's still got it. He's still got whatever the moves he's had. So anyone wondering, Dak Prescott is now playing for the Cowboys. They stopped playing Cooper Rush. I don't know why. 1st and 10. To start us off, it is a handoff to Leonard Fournette, who will get a yard on the run. Frankie Louvu and Derek Brown on the tackle. Louvu's been out for the last 2 games for the Carolina Panthers. He's been playing outstanding so far. This team's turning into a young star on the rise for the Carolina Panthers. And Derek Brown, who there were talks about him being traded, which all those were false, as Brown will remain a member of the Carolina Panthers. So we take a look at Mike Evans. He's been a huge threat to every defense that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have faced so far this year. 2nd and 9. Brady, it's a screen pass to Chris Godwin, and Godwin's taken down by Brian Burns, just shy of the first down marker. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for Tampa Bay. And we take a look at the Panthers defense here. Brian Burns, Derek Brown, Bravian Roy, and Yatir Gross-Matos. Then at linebacker position, they have Shaq Thompson, Damian Wilson, and Frankie Louvu. And then with the corners, we got Dante Jackson, Miles Hartsfield, Xavier Woods, who's back in the lineup for Carolina, and CJ Henderson. CJ's taking place for J.C. Horn. They're going to give it to him, a 1st down. Brady's going to take a shot downfield. He's got a man open, and it is dropped by Mike Evans. Oh, he dropped the ball. Wow. Mike Evans had a wide open touchdown and he dropped it. As he easily got past, oh no, Dante Jackson fell. And then Mike Evans was wide open and he dropped the ball. He had a wide open touchdown. Wow. Talk about luck for the Carolina Panthers. That was a wide open touchdown for Mike Evans, and he just dropped it. 2nd and 10, a huge missed opportunity for the Buccaneers. Here's a handoff to Leonard Fournette, and he is stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. Marquise Haynes had a fumble recovery touchdown back in week 3 with the big tackle, and instead of the Buccaneers being up 7-0, they're now facing a 3rd and 11 to the Carolina Panthers defense. That is just crazy. Talk about the luck on the Carolina Panthers right now. Whew. Here we go. 3rd and 11 for Tampa Bay. They need to pick up 11 yards and get to their own 42-yard line. Brady throws, and his pass is caught! No, it's dropped by Godwin. What a sequence. It was nearly intercepted by Xavier Woods. Then it went into the hands of Chris Godwin, and then he dropped it. Look at this again. Okay, here. Brady throws, nearly intercepted by Woods. Looked like Godwin caught it, and then he dropped it. So I don't know what it is about this football, but nobody can catch. As here come the Buccaneers to punt. What a weird start to this game. This one is booted away to Shi Smith, who's going to let this go out of bounds at the Carolina 9. And that's where P.J. Walker and the Panthers will start their next drive. So it all started with a drop touchdown by Mike Evans, and then a near interception and catch at the same time ended up falling incomplete. And now the Panthers are going to get the ball back. We're still scoreless, even though the Buccaneers should be up 7-0. We're still scoreless here in Charlotte. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Carolina Panthers offense for the first time in today's game. All right, welcome back to the Carolina cast. Panthers with the ball here, 1st and 10, play action. P.J. Walker takes a shot downfield. He's got him in, and it is caught. by Terrace Marshall. First offensive play of the game, and the Carolina Panthers get a gigantic gain out of it. How about this? PJ Walker, a catch for 38 yards and a Carolina Panther first down. As a timeout already, a challenge flag is thrown. A challenge flag is thrown on the Buccaneers sideline. What are they challenging? I don't think the Buccaneers. I think they're challenging the catch right here. Did Terrace Marshall make the catch? We know how slippery the ball has been so far. He's got it. It hit the ground. Oh, it hit the ground. Wow. You already know how slippery this ball has been so far. Mike Evans dropped a touchdown. Xavier Woods dropped an interception that went into the hands of Chris Godwin, who dropped the first down. And now Terrace Marshall just dropped a 38-yard gain. Hey, why are you not in Australia? I'm joking. So we already have drama here in Charlotte. And if you're just joining us, on the Buccaneers' first drive, Tom Brady took a shot from Mike Evans in the end zone. Looked like he was wide open. He was actually not a soul near him. He dropped the ball. So now next play, 3rd and 11. Xavier Woods for the Carolina Panthers drops an interception, goes into the hands of Chris Godwin, and then Chris Godwin drops the ball. So now the Buccaneers have to punt. It's Panthers football. And on the first play, PJ Walker, he takes a shot for Terrace Marshall, who before the replay made the 38-yard catch. And then now the Buccaneers throw the challenge flag, and now we can see from the replay that Terrace Marshall dropped the ball. So I don't know what it is with this football, but we're going to need to change it because everybody is dropping the ball. It just cannot get worse than this. This is a very sloppy start here in Charlotte. We want to know what's not sloppy? Go ahead and subscribing to the Carolina Cast. I believe we're at 172 right now if you're watching on YouTube. I can check that. I don't know if we went up or down. And yes, we remain at 172. So go ahead and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube for exclusive content on the Charlotte Hornets and the Carolina Panthers. And if you're watching on Twitch, go ahead and follow us there for all the live streams on the Charlotte Hornets and the Carolina Panthers. We actually have a doubleheader today as the Hornets take on the Atlanta Hawks at 5 o'clock. We will have a broadcast here on the Carolina Cast. I will not be there for it, unfortunately. I thought I would, but I do have plans, so won't be able to do so. But I believe Sam will come on for the Hornets game, and some others might too. As we're looking at this Terrace Marshall play, it looks like a catch if you're watching it live. But obviously, if you look at the replay, he had it, then dropped it. So now it's a 2nd and 10 for Carolina at their own 10-yard line. Deontay Foreman in the backfield. It is a run play for Foreman, and he's going to gain 3 yards on the run. You know, Carolina is now without Pro Bowl running back Christian McCaffrey. PJ Walker is 2 for 1 as a starter. 485 passing yards. He's thrown 1 touchdown pass and 3 interceptions. That's not the best stat line. But PJ's got a big task today, playing a big-time Tampa Bay Buccaneer team. And they're our NFC South rivals. So I know Carolina should not win this game, fall to 1-6, but we'll see what happens. 3rd and 7 for the Panthers. 3 receivers lined up on the right. And it is a handoff to Chuba Hubbard. And Hubbard right at the marker. I don't know if he got it. I mean, it wouldn't be the smartest move to go for it if you're Steve Wilkes. It looks like Hubbard was a yard short. It'd be 4th and inches, or maybe 1. And Hubbard's a little disappointed. You know, if he just put a little bit more effort into that, the Carolina Panthers not have to force a 4th and 1. But PJ Walker is coming off the field. That's one of those situations where you wish you could go for it, but it's too much of a risk if you do. Johnny Hekker coming out to punt it. as both teams trade the football early in this game. Hecker to boot it away for Carolina. And this one is sent all the way back to the Tampa Bay 20. Darden on the return, and he's taken down at the Tampa Bay 27. So the Buccaneers are getting the ball back here after so many plays have been called back due to drops. Let's see if Mike Evans can make up for it. And we're taking a look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers rushing yards today. They have not had a rushing attempt for over 20 yards. And they are one of 3 NFL teams, including the Steelers and the Broncos, to have that. It's kind of surprising when you have a guy like Leonard Fournette. Empty backfield for Tampa Bay. First down. Brady throws and his pass is caught. This is Evans. And he's taken down by Shaq Thompson. A lot of rumors about Thompson being traded. I know it feels like everybody on the Carolina Panthers is getting traded, as the Panthers, they're pretty much on a fire sale right now. I know our general manager didn't say that to the media, but from how it looks, we are pretty much on a fire sale. That's how it is so far for the Panthers. Gain of 4 yards to Mike Evans. It's 2nd and 6. Leonard Fournette in the backfield for the Buccaneers. And Godwin's going to move to the right side with Evans. Play clock winding down. This is a handoff to Fournette, and he's going to be stuffed. Actually, we'll get a gain of 2 or 3 yards after extra help from the O-line. 3rd and short for the Buccaneers. 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. We are scoreless at Bank of America Stadium. I'm checking out some other games right now. I have Red Zone on too. The Giants have a 7-0 lead on the Jaguars right now. Honestly, that sounds like a bad game, but I feel like that's actually... it's pretty good. Jaguars are very underrated for their record. They're better than their record, that's for sure. 3rd and 3 for Tampa Bay. Empty backfield for Brady and company. Tom Brady. Look, he's got time in the pocket. He throws, and his pass is caught by Chris Godwin. We'll have a Buccaneer first down. Godwin has to... splits it between Miles Hartsfield as the Jaguars are on the board with a Travis Etienne touchdown. Chris Godwin makes a nice sliding catch in between Miles Hartsfield and Shaq Thompson for the Tampa Bay first down. We have 9 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Leonard Fournette deep in the backfield for Tampa Bay. First down. Brady to throw. And he gets it over the middle. His pass is caught for a first down as Brady completes it to the tight end, Ko Keefe, the rookie out of Minnesota. Keefe can also be known as a fullback for this Tampa Bay team, and he puts them in Carolina territory. Joe Burrow. Oh, nice play, Burrow. First down for Tampa Bay. They're now in Carolina territory. So the Buccaneers looking to get the game's first points. Fournette lined up on the right side of Brady. As play clock is winding down, it's at 2. They get it off. It is a bad snap. Brady has to throw, and his pass is caught by Godwin. He's going to get a gain of 2 yards. So Brady turns something into nothing. 2nd and 8 coming up for Tampa Bay after the bad snap to Brady. Look at it again. Looked like Brady just was not... or no, he was ready if it was just a low snap. That was a low snap. But Brady able to just get it out of there. And good enough for 2 yards. That's not bad for after a bad situation. 2nd and 8. Brady screen pass to Evans, and it's blown up by Miles Hartsfield. Back at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 8 for Tampa Bay as Miles Hartsfield read the play easily to force the stop. Look at it again. Keith Taylor was supposed to be on the coverage. I found out it's a screenplay. Then Hartsfield just beats Russell Gage on defense right there. As Gage, it was his blocking duty to get Hartsfield, and then he steps in and makes the big tackle. 3rd and 8. Mike Evans is off the field right now, and he's taking a knee on the sideline after the big hit by Miles Hartsfield. We'll see further updates on Evans. 3rd and 8. Brady throws. His pass is dropped by Chris Godwin. Justin Burris was going to take him down either way. Now, what do you do if you're Tampa Bay? This is a long field goal. You'll probably just punt it and try and pin them deep. And that's what it looks like Todd Bowles and his Buccaneer team is going to do. So as Justin Burris coming off the field, the punter for Tampa Bay is out for the second time today. Shi Smith awaits at his Carolina 5. So the Buccaneers did get into Panthers territory. They were not able to score. Here is the punt by Tampa Bay. And Shi Smith is going to let this one go into the back of the end zone. So the Panthers, 6:45 to go in the first quarter. Carolina starting from their own 20-yard line. It's been a sloppy game with drops so far in Charlotte. We remain scoreless, and when we come back, P.J. Walker and the Carolina Panthers offense will be on the field for the second time today. Welcome back, everybody, to the Carolina Cast as we take a look at the Panthers offense right here. P.J. Walker, DJ Moore back on the field for Carolina. They'll be starting at their own 20-yard line after the punt was sent into the end zone. And checking out red zone here. Bengals nearly got to the end zone. 1st and 10 for Carolina at their own 20-yard line. Got 3 receivers lined up on the right and 1 on the left. First down. It's a handoff to Chuba Hubbard, and Hubbard is going to fight his way for a 1-yard gain to make it 2nd and 9. We'll take a look at the Carolina Panthers offense here. Akeem Akonwu, Brady Christian, Bradley Bozeman, Austin Corbett, and Taylor Moton. At the lineman position, then Foreman, Hubbard, Moore, Smith, and Thomas, all running back and wide receiver duos, including Thomas being the tight end for Carolina. 2nd and 9. Deontay Foreman, who the Carolina Panthers signed in free agency this year to be the 3rd string running back, who is now might even be the RB1. Feels like Hubbard and Foreman just going back and forth. Walker throws, his pass is caught. It's DJ Moore. It's a gain of 4 or 5 yards. Problem with DJ Moore, he has so much untapped potential, but he's never had a good quarterback in Carolina. He had the washed Cam Newton, never had 2015 Cam. And I feel like DJ Moore was on the Panthers in 2015. That would have won us a Super Bowl. I'm not saying anything bad about Ted Ginn, but just having like DJ Moore on the team would be unstoppable for the Carolina Panthers. 3rd and 5. Panthers trying to avoid another 3 and out on offense. Play clock winding down. Carolina gets it off. Walker to throw, and his pass is caught. It's Moore, and he dropped it. Not able to hold on. Are they going to say it's a catch and fumble, or did he just not hold on to the ball? And they're going to say it was a catch and fumble. Either way, it's 4th and 1 for Carolina once again. Let's see here. Here's 1, 2. Has the ball the entire way, then loses it. So it is a catch and fumble by DJ Moore. And it's 4th and 1 again. So, and they're in trouble once again they're at their own 30. So Johnny Hecker's coming out. Yeah, they're not going to force anything. So both teams have been trading the ball back and forth. We're still scoreless. Johnny Hecker to punt it away for Carolina. 4:30 to go in the first quarter. Hecker sends this one away all the way to the Tampa Bay 11-yard line. Darden on the return. He gets past one guy, trying to get past another, and is out of bounds at the Tampa Bay 23. And they'll start the next drive. Tom Brady, 4:20 to go here in the first quarter. We're going to stay on, actually, just because we had to go back and forth. Still scoreless in Charlotte. We can go and check out some stats from today's game. Tom Brady, 6 for 9, 40 yards passing. Leonard Fournette has 3 carries for 3 yards. And then we have the fullback, Cole Keefe. He's got 1 reception for 18 yards that put the Buccaneers in Carolina territory. They had to punt in that situation. Win probability, according to ESPN, is the Buccaneers have an 83% chance in this game. I know it's not supposed to be close. Going into this game, the Buccaneers had an 87% chance. Now it's at 83. I feel like one score by Tampa Bay could make it like 99 or something crazy like that. So Tampa Bay's got 3 first downs. They have 43 total yards. Carolina's 18 total yards, with both of their drives ending at a 4th and 1 where they'd have to punt the ball. Carolina has not picked up a first down so far in this game, and P.J. Walker's only 2 for 3 passing for 8 yards. The only reason he has 8 yards is because DJ Moore's got both of those receptions for those 8 yards. And Chuba Hubbard has 2 carries for 7 yards. So nothing clicking offensively for the Carolina Panthers. Their defense has done pretty well. It's not the best, but it's done its job. Yeah, let's just say that. It's done its job. So Tampa Bay will be starting from their own 21-yard line. The Jaguars are up 8-7. I guess they went for 2 after the Travis Etienne touchdown. Kind of surprising. You don't see that a lot. Maybe there was some type of penalty that made them closer. The Bengals are pouring it on against the Falcons right now. It's 14-0 in the first quarter. And the Bengals have a chance to go up 21-0 with a touchdown. And this would be a huge loss for the Falcons and a huge win for Tampa Bay, both of those teams being tied for first place in the NFC South. And Tampa Bay already has the advantage with a win over Atlanta this year. So here we go. We're back in Charlotte. Carolina defense on the field. First down for the Buccaneers, as we are still waiting for the first score of this game. Take a look at Byron Leftwich, the offensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's really helped Tom Brady with all of his pieces. Play action. Brady, screen pass. It is caught. And this is going to be a gain of 8 yards. As Brady completes the pass to Rachaad White, the rookie out of Arizona State. Key inactives for the Carolina Panthers, Pat Eifin, who was placed on the IR earlier this week. J.C. Horn out with a ribs injury. Matt Edonis out with a neck injury. And then Baker Mayfield, second straight game out with an ankle injury. So him and Sam Darnold both have a chance to return next Sunday against the Falcons. We'll see if that actually happens. Here is a handoff to White, and he's got another first down for Tampa Bay. Rachaad White to the Tampa Bay 41. Because although the Bucs have not scored in this game, they've gotten the yards to score. So let's see if they're able to punch it in soon. As the Commanders just went with a wildcat formation. Their tight end took the snap, and then they handed it off to Curtis Samuel, the former Carolina Panther. The Vikings are owning the NFC North right now with a 5-1 record. We were just checking that out on Fox, and this play is blown up. Shaq Thompson and Brian Burns push Rashid White all the way back. And with under 3 minutes to go, it's a loss of 8 yards for Tampa Bay. As look at it again, it was a fake jet sweep to Chris Godwin. Brian Burns and Shaq Thompson got past the offensive line with ease and pushed him all the way back. Just trying to take away all the momentum that the Bucs have had. I'm actually going to say a loss of 7 yards, so it's 2nd and 17. 2:30 to go in the first quarter. We got two backs in the backfield. Brady throws, and his pass is caught. It's Evans. He has a first down? I think he has it. It's right at the marker. He was tackled by Miles Hartsfield. We'll go back to the separation that Mike Evans was able to get on this 17-yard gain. I don't know what it is. It's the Carolina Panthers corners are not the same anymore. And see, yeah, Hartsfield thought he was going to go. No, that was CJ Henderson who was defending. Henderson thought he was going to go for a fly route, and then Evans just stops at the first down marker. Good enough for 17 yards. It is a Tampa Bay first down. Here is a toss to Darden, and he is pushed out of bounds by Xavier Woods for the Carolina Panthers. A gain of a yard, 2nd and 9. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense is 2nd in passing percentage with 66, and they are 3rd with sacks allowed. They've only allowed 9 sacks. So only 9 times a lineman has gotten to Brady. The Buccaneers O-line done pretty well so far, as Brady's not been sacked so far in this game. It's a 2nd and 9, a minute to go in the first quarter. Here's a handoff to White, and Rashid White is going to get a gain of 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and short for the Buccaneers. 1 minute remaining here in the first quarter. It is a 3rd and 3. This is the second time this game that the Buccaneers are in Carolina territory. They were not able to score their first trip here. Yeah, I know. I had your extra jacket, so I just put it back here. Oh, don't ask why I have this jacket. 3rd and 3. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Empty backfield. Tampa Bay, they're not in field goal range for suck up. They're going to need a couple more yards. Brady, with plenty of time, he throws. He's got a man wide open, and it's caught by Chris Godwin. Out of bounds, 17 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And the Buccaneers are now in field goal range for Ryan Suckup. Brady 9 for 12 passing for 66 yards. But a flag is thrown. And this is going to go against Tampa Bay. It's a false start. So this is going to, it's an illegal formation. So it's going to take away the big gain to Chris Godwin. And it's now going to make it, that makes it a little bit more interesting. So it's going to back them up 5 yards, make it 3rd and 8. I don't know what was so illegal about this play right here. That's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. So Tampa Bay will snap the ball when we come back. End of quarter number 1. We are scoreless in Charlotte. So go ahead and put it up here. It's been a very quiet game by both teams. Nothing much has happened. We are scoreless. And before I head out here, I'm going to update everybody what has happened in this game. So the Buccaneers and the Panthers have both missed out on big-time plays. On the Buccaneers' first drive, Tom Brady took a shot for Mike Evans, who could not come up with it. He was wide open. It's actually not a soul near him. Dropped the ball in the end zone. Very next play, Tom Brady throws, nearly intercepted by Xavier Woods. He goes off of his hands into the hands of Chris Godwin, but Chris Godwin can't hold on to the ball, so it's incomplete. Then the Panthers get the ball for their opening drive. P.J. Walker takes a shot down the field for Terrace Marshall, and on the field it's ruled as a catch, but the Buccaneers would throw the challenge flag, and you could easily see that Terrace Marshall dropped the ball. So I'm assuming we've changed football since, because there's been so many drops to start the game, and I feel like all like the normal catches are being made now. But it is a 3rd and 8 for the Buccaneers when we come back to start the second quarter. We're scoreless in Charlotte. When we come back, a big 3rd and 8 for the Tampa Bay offense. We'll see if the Carolina Panthers defense can make the defensive stop. All right, we are back as neither team has scored an offensive touchdown in the first quarter this season. And as you can see, that stat stays alive. First play of the second quarter, it is a 3rd and 8 for the Buccaneers. So big way to start it off. Brady to throw. He's taking a shot. He's got Evans, and he completely overthrows him. As it looked like Brady just thought Evans was going to break away right there and wasn't able to do so. So now it's a 4th and 8, and most likely the punting unit's going to come out for Tampa Bay. As Brady can't believe it. That throw was so off by Tom Brady. You rarely see that from him. So it's a 4th and 8. This is going to be a punt by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, as both teams have just traded the football this entire game. An absolute snooze fest here at Bank of America Stadium. That punt is almost blocked, which would have made this a non-snooze fest, as the ball goes out of bounds at about the 2-yard line, as Shi Smith was not able to get anything there. Actually, they're going to say it was out at the Carolina 10. So that's where the Panthers are going to start this next drive. We're going to stay on here so we can take a look at P.J. Walker heading onto the field for the Carolina Panthers, as the Panthers do not have a first down in this game. So that's going to need to change. We've barely had the football at all. Because actually, if I check out the box score, the Panthers, the Panthers have had the ball for 4 minutes out of this game. The Buccaneers have had it for 11. That's going to need to change. 1st and 10 for Carolina. Here's a handoff to Chuba Hubbard, and Hubbard's going to get 2 yards on the run with forward progress. Panthers injuries at quarterbacks. Matt Corral out for the season after a preseason injury. Sam Darnold is about to come off the IR. Baker Mayfield, week 5, ankle injury. And then last week, P.J. Walker had a neck injury. That's why Jacob Eason came into the game for Carolina. Fortunately, P.J. Walker is able to play in this game today. He's off to an outstanding start for the, I think I said that too early. He is not off to an outstanding start. Let me rephrase my words right there. 2nd and 8. It is another run play for the Carolina Panthers. This is Chuba Hubbard. He is just short of the marker. So it's 3rd and 1 for Carolina. They've gone heavy on the run game. Bro, Tyler Boyd is going off for me. I'm thankful I put him in my starting lineup. He's got 4 receptions for 105 yards and a touchdown. 3rd and 1. Hubbard on the run, and he picks up the Panthers to the 24-yard line. Good enough for a Panther first down. First one of the game. So finally in the second quarter, the Carolina Panthers get past the yellow line. They only have 33 total yards on offense. Take a look at Baker Mayfield. doing some homework on the sideline, trying to help out PJ Walker and the Carolina Panthers. First time this game, Carolina's picked up the first down at their own 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Here's a toss. It's a trick play. DJ Moore coming the other way. Flag is thrown, and Moore is going to lose 4 yards. So hopefully this flag is that's a dead play, because that trick play by Carolina was not what they wanted. Raheem Nunez-Roches, 8-year guy at a Southern Miss, makes the tackle. Let's see what the penalty is. And is illegal formation on the Carolina Panthers. The Buccaneers have already been penalized for that on offense this game. So this is just going to keep it 2nd and 13 after the loss. Take a look at interim head coach Steve Wilkes. Went 3-13 with the Arizona Cardinals when Josh Rosen was their quarterback, was fired after 1 season, and the Cardinals brought in Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray. And this year they're off to a slow start. Well, last year they started off 7-1. 2nd and 13 is a screen pass to Laviska Shenault, and Chenault's going to get up to the 30-yard line. It's a nice gain. It's not bad. It'll be a 3rd and 5 for Carolina. 12:20 to go in the second quarter. Laviska Shenault will head to the sideline. PJ Walker 3 for 4 passing for 16 yards. So 3rd and 5 for the Panthers. Can they keep the drive alive, or will it end once again for Carolina? Empty backfield. Play clock under 10. Walker to throw. Throwing downfield's got a man open, and it is caught. It is Terrace Marshall making up for the drop earlier. He took a big hit on the sideline, but he's able to hold on to the football, and it's a Carolina Panther first down. As Terrace Marshall able to create space. It was a big hit on the play. Yeah, you look at that again. That was Mike Edwards, 4th-year guy to Kentucky, with the big hit. But Terrace Marshall puts Carolina at midfield. Run play for Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard, and he is just shy of the first down marker. The Panthers are getting somewhere with the ball, as now they're in Tampa Bay territory. Since it's 2nd and 1, the Carolina Panthers are starting to get somewhere here on offense. Chuba Hubbard gets a 9-yard gain, getting past multiple Buccaneer defenders. So 2nd and 1 for Carolina, their first offensive play in Tampa Bay territory. Take a look at Ben McAdoo, the offensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers, who might even be let go after this season. The offense has been terrible. Walker screen pass to DJ Moore. He makes a move, and he's got a Carolina Panther first down. DJ Moore brought back up by Taylor Moton after the gain of about 4 yards. Actually, I'm going to say 6 yards on the play. Good enough for a Carolina Panther first down. PJ Walker now 5 for 6 passing for 42 yards. DJ Moore, 3 straight seasons of 1,000+ receiving yards, got 10 catches for over 50 yards. That is the 2nd most in the NFL since 2018, when DJ Moore was drafted by the Carolina Panthers. 1st and 10, play action, and his pass is caught. It's Moore again, and DJ Moore out of bounds after a gain of 4 yards. It's 2nd and 6 for Carolina. So it was a play action to Deontay Foreman as Jamar Chase has scored a touchdown and hit the gritty. But back to this game, DJ Moore getting past as PJ Walker is actually playing pretty solid on this drive for the Carolina Panthers. This is what you want to see from your pretty much 4th-string quarterback. If you think about it, even though if you're a Panther fan, you know PJ Walker's had a couple starts for Carolina over the past few seasons. There's a handoff to Chuba Hubbard. He's going to get a gain of 2 yards. It's a 3rd and 4 for Carolina. 9:30 to go in the second quarter. We are in field goal range for Eddie Pinheiro. So if we are not able to pick this up, Carolina looking to take the lead is no, they're just showing replays on Red Zone. That was the Terrace Marshall play. 3rd and 4, 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. Walker looking around, in trouble, and he is sacked. Brought down at the Tampa Bay 38-yard line by Vita Vea. And Eddie Pinheiro should come out for the long field goal. Now that P.J. Walker was sacked. So looking at the replay again, just Walker had nowhere to go. That's not a good job by the offensive line of the Carolina Panthers. So here comes Eddie Pinheiro. No, why is Johnny Hekker on the field? What are we doing? We're at the Tampa Bay 38, and we're punting. What are we doing? As Johnny Hekker says this, they're just going to... What? So Carolina is going to back up and take the punt instead of trying to take the 3 points. This is why I don't like Steve Wilkes. First of all, in his first interim head coach game, he kicks Robbie Anderson out of the game. A day later, we trade him. This is just bad coaching. Give your kicker a chance here. It's now look like they're trying to fake it up here. What are we doing? Never mind. I don't know what we're doing. Steve Wilkes' play calls are getting really weird. 4th and 15, it's a normal punt. I don't know what in the world that was. And then Johnny Hekker's punt hits the end zone. So now Tampa Bay is starting from their own 20-yard line. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Bro, we're in field goal range. Give your kicker a chance. So now the Buccaneers are going to get the ball back. And after a nice and solid drive by P.J. Walker and the Carolina Panthers, now they decide to punt it instead of trying to get points on the board. So we remain scoreless in Charlotte. Under 8 minutes to go in the first half. And now the Buccaneers have a chance to take the game. No, I don't miss Mayfield. It cannot get any more worse. Our season's pretty much over. It can't get worse after PJ Walker. Honestly, that wasn't a bad drive by Carolina. Plus Mayfield, I have to admit it. Mayfield's actually I feel like Walker on that drive looked better than Baker Mayfield overall. I just have to say it. It's true. As we have a weird score in Jacksonville, the Jaguars have a 11-7 lead over the G-Men. As the Lions are the Lions are in pretty much the same spot that the Carolina Panthers were in. I don't know. I still don't understand why we did not kick the Eddie Pinheiro field goal. That just doesn't make sense to me. A average NFL kicker should be able to make a field goal that is just under 50 yards. That's just my belief. I feel like an NFL kicker should be able to make it. Or at least be able to kick it. Give him a chance. Not all NFL kickers are going to make it, but give him a chance. As Matt Ryan just threw a pick six straight to the Tennessee Titans defense. Man, the Colts are even worse with Matt Ryan than they were with Carson Wentz last year. See, the Lions are attempting a 52-yard field goal, and a flag's down, and the kick is good. I mean, there's a flag, so it's probably going to go against the Lions, knowing their luck. So now, after the Panthers had an opportunity for a field goal that could have given them the lead, instead, the Buccaneers have the ball with under 8 minutes to go in the first half, and we remain scoreless in Charlotte. 1st and 10, here's a handoff to Fournette, and Leonard Fournette fights his way for a gain of 9 yards. He powers through Miles Hartsfield and Shaq Thompson. Let's take a look at the Panthers' defense today. They've done pretty well stopping the run game and stopping Leonard Fournette. Even Rashid White. We gave up a couple big runs, but that was it. The team's done very well. We're looking at that 7-yard loss play with Brian Burns and Shaq Thompson. 2nd and 1 for Tampa Bay. After the gain of 9 yards to Fournette, he remains in the backfield. Here's another handoff to Fournette, and he has enough for the first down. He does. The ball came out. Damian Wilson recovered it for Carolina, but it's a dead ball. It won't count. First down for the Buccaneers. Under 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. We're still scoreless in Charlotte. I believe, yes, this is the only scoreless game right now. So I'd like for something to happen. Hopefully on the Carolina Panthers side, but we'll see. 1st and 10 for for Tampa Bay. And Chris Godwin on the jet sweep. He's going to get a gain of 2 yards before he's met by Damian Wilson on the tackle. Make it 2nd and 8. So 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Nothing offensively has happened this game. Just been a defensive showdown in Charlotte. It doesn't look like that's going to change anytime soon. Unless a big play happens here. 2nd and 8, screen pass to Godwin. And Chris Godwin's going to get a gain of 2 yards before he's taken down by Shaq Thompson. It's now 3rd and 5 for Tampa Bay. And I'm surprised. The Carolina Panthers defense has actually played pretty well in this game. And I know our offense hasn't done much. Had a chance to get something going with the field goal, if we took the field goal with Eddie Pinheiro. So now we have a 3rd and 5. Carolina eyeing another defensive stop. And Tom Brady and the Buccaneers looking for their first points of the game. 3rd and 5. Brady to throw. And his pass is caught by Gage. Russell Gage, and he will get there. Marquise Haynes not able to take him down. He is eventually able to take him down, but not until Russell Gage has a Tampa Bay first down. So the drive continues with 5 minutes to go in the first half as Russell Gage fights for the 6-yard gain and keeps the drive going for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 for Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, 11 for 15 for 74 yards passing. Leonard Fournette deep in the backfield for Tampa Bay. As the play clock is winding down, here is a handoff. No, it's not. He faked me out. Brady throws. His pass is incomplete. Mike Evans not able to hold on to the football. That's the second time this game Evans has dropped the ball. As if you're watching Red Zone, Christian McCaffrey walking into the 49ers locker room his first time, or his first game in Niners uniform. It's going to be hard for me to watch. I'm definitely going to watch that. I want to see. I hope the best for Christian McCaffrey in San Francisco. I really hope he gets that ring. Because unfortunately, the Carolina Panthers weren't able to do so. And it might be a while till we get ours. 2nd and 10. Brady to throw. And here comes Brian Burns. And Brian Burns is going to take him down. Once again, Brian Burns showing why the Carolina Panthers declined those 2 first-round picks. As Brian Burns takes down Tom Brady for a loss of 14 yards. He brings the pressure. He got past Donovan Smith, and then it was Burns and Brady. I think you knew what was going to happen. So now it is 3rd and 24 for the Buccaneers after the huge sack by Brian Burns. So Tampa Bay, they're at their own 28 right now. And they need to get 24 yards. Godwin staying on his feet, now brought down by Justin Burris. A flag is thrown with under 4 minutes to go. Let's see what the penalty is here. Can this go into Tampa Bay's favor? And it's on the offense. So the penalty is declined. So Carolina's going to get the ball back. That is just what they needed. You can see the bad look on Tom Brady's face as he heads to the sideline. And now, here comes the punting unit for Tampa Bay once again. Let's see. Clock is still running. This one is sent back all the way. It's an outstanding punt. And Shi Smith, what are you doing? Did Shi Smith just call a fair catch at the 1 yard line? Oh, it's a touchback. Okay. Shi Smith called a fair catch at the 1. Fortunately for him, the ball sailed all the way into the end zone. If he would have, if the ball was dead on, the Carolina Panthers would be starting at the 1 yard line. What are you doing, Shi Smith? Sometimes he gets on my nerves. That would have not been a fun play for Carolina. So now the Panthers have the ball once again. We're scoreless. The Panthers will be starting from their own 20-yard line after the Jake Camarada punt. We can check out some stats of this game. Tom Brady, 12 for 17 for 84 yards. PJ Walker, 6 for 7 for 46 yards. Chuba Hubbard has 7 carries for 33 yards. And Terrace Marshall has a reception for 20 yards. We're still scoreless. We really want something to happen. Win probability is still in Tampa Bay's favor. They have a 72% chance to hold on in this game. And let's see if Carolina can start flipping the switch here. Maybe they can get points right before halftime. As once again, we will have a Carolina Cast halftime show, so please stay tuned for that. We'll take a quick commercial break. The second the players head to the locker room, and then we'll come back. We'll start up our halftime show. We'll look at some of the stats in the first half of this game. And at 5 o'clock today, it is a doubleheader on the Carolina Cast. So after this stream, there'll be an hour break, and then we'll come back on around 5 o'clock as the Charlotte Hornets are taking on the Atlanta Hawks. I will not be on there for the stream, but Sam will, and maybe even some others. So stay tuned for that at 5 o'clock, little before an hour after the Panthers game concludes. We're back in Charlotte, 3:16 to go in the first half. Tom Brady has been sacked 553 times in his career, as he is one shy of Ben Roethlisberger for all time a quarterback's gotten sacked. Which, I mean, it makes sense because these guys have been in the league for so long. I know Roethlisberger is now retired. In his time, he was here for a while. 1st and 10 for Carolina, starting from their own 20-yard line. Play clock is at 1. They get it off. Walker, he's got time. Still got time. He throws, and his pass is caught. DJ Moore has a Carolina Panther first down. And this will keep the drive and points alive. Carolina's got a chance to get points before halftime as DJ Moore. There's 1, and there is 2. Nice play by Moore. He's got the Carolina Panther first down. Under 3 minutes to go. It's a first down for the Panthers. Tommy Tremble in the fullback position. Now he's going to go in the receiver position. Deontay Foreman in the backfield for Carolina. Play clock winding down once again. It's at 2. It's at 1. And the Panthers, I don't think they got it off in time, and they did not. So that is going to be a delay of game called on Carolina. It took way too long. I don't know why they took so long. Like, come on. Oh, no. Steve Wilkes did call timeout right before it. So clock stops, 2:31 to go in the first half. We remain scoreless in Charlotte. We're going to stay on here as the Panthers waiting for their next play. So we can take a look around the league here. The Browns have a 10-6 lead on the Ravens. The Bengals have a 21-0 lead on the Falcons. The Lions have a 6-3 lead on the Cowboys. The Jaguars have a 11-7 lead on the Giants. The Titans have a 10-0 lead on the Colts. And the Packers have a 14-3 lead on the Commanders. as it's actually 1st and goal for the Falcons at the 2-yard line, and he's just short of the end zone. So Atlanta looking for their first points of the game. We'll check out stats from our game. PJ Walker, 7 for 8 passing for 67 yards. Chuba Hubbard has 7 carries for 33 yards. And DJ Moore has 5 receptions for 39 yards. He's having a pretty solid game for himself. And the Carolina Panthers still looking for their 2nd win of the season today. I mean, at this point, if you want a good draft pick, you don't really want to win this game. But if they do, it would look good for PJ Walker going into next week. He'll likely not be the quarterback either way, as Kyle Pitts has been an outstanding catch at the goal line. I don't know if he crossed the goal line, though. That'd be the main question. I'm going to go ahead and check out my fantasy stats here, because I know I have Tyler Boyd and Joe Burrow in a league, and yeah, I'm off to a good start. He's got the yeah, I'm off to a pretty good start in fantasy. James Robinson. And I feel like Travis Etienne, like at the beginning, it was all James Robinson. And now ever since, just been Travis Etienne taking over for the Jaguars. So I feel like in the first couple of weeks for me, it was just all Travis Etienne. And then, so looking at the Carolina Panthers timeline, Matt Rule got fired in week 6. Robbie Anderson traded on Monday. And then Thursday, Christian McCaffrey was traded to the 49ers. So now, 1st and 10 for Carolina. 2 receivers lined up on the right. It's a handoff to Deontay Foreman, and he's going to get a yard on the run. That should be the last play until the 2-minute warning for Carolina. Let's see what they decide to do. And yeah, Carolina's not going to hurry up. Look like they're just going to take this down to the 2-minute warning. Graham Gano just nailed a 33-yard field goal for the Giants, making 11-10 in that game. It's a very interesting scoreboard. And yes, Steve Wilkes and the Carolina Panthers are going to take this one to the 2-minute warning. We remain scoreless in Charlotte. The Panthers are looking for their first points of this game. And let's see if they're going to be able to do it. When we come back, the Panthers trying to get points right before halftime. All right, we are back on the Carolina Cast. We're not back on commercial break just yet. But if you are in the live stream right now and you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. You'll get exclusive content daily about the Charlotte Hornets and the Carolina Panthers. You can also find all these live streams on YouTube. And if you're watching on Twitch, go ahead and follow us there for each and every live stream of the Carolina Panthers and the Charlotte Hornets. It's a 2nd and 9 for the Panthers. Here we go. D'Onta Foreman in the backfield. Walker to throw. It's a screen to Foreman. And Foreman's going to have a first down and more. D'Onta Foreman fighting his way all the way to the Tampa Bay 35. That is a big gain for the Carolina Panthers. A gain of 31 yards to D'Onta Foreman. And it's a big-time Carolina Panther first down. This is a nice play call by Steve Wilks. They're looking right. Then they decide to go left with Foreman, who breaking off a bunch of tackles. So the Panthers at the Tampa Bay 35. 1st and 10. It's another pass to Foreman. And D'Onta Foreman is going to get 4 yards on the play. 80 seconds to go in the first half. Panthers have 2 timeouts. 2nd and 6 for Carolina. They're letting the time go down a little bit more as the Panthers could get the first points of this game going into halftime. 2nd and 6. Walker, he throws. His pass is caught by Marshall. Terrace Marshall to the Tampa Bay 19, and the Panthers are in the red zone with 53 seconds on the clock. As the Panthers are moving the ball here. P.J. Walker, 10 for 11 passing, 106 yards. Carolina is not calling timeout. We're officially under 40 seconds. 1st and 10. The Panthers are in the red zone. Walker looking, throwing into the end zone, and his pass is caught by Moore. Did he get the feed in? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Carolina. P.J. Walker connects with D.J. Moore in the back of the end zone. And the Panthers have the game's first points. Walker gets into the end zone as he connects with DJ Moore for the Panther touchdown. We'll have to look at it again. Did Moore get the feet down? It was in the back of the end zone. There's the catch. Did he drag the second one? I don't know if he did. It's really close. Let's look at it again. All right, there's the catch. There's one. I think that's a touchdown. He did drag the toe. I believe that is a touchdown. It is a touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro out for the extra point, and it is good. So the Carolina Panthers get the game's first points as P.J. Walker connects with D.J. Moore in the back of the end zone for the 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers lead the Buccaneers. 7-0 is your score with 30 seconds remaining in the first half. All right, welcome back to the Carolina Cast. The Panthers hit the end zone with a DJ Moore touchdown. So it's 7-0. Tampa Bay getting the ball here with 23 seconds to go in the first half. And a surprising lead for the Carolina Panthers, who now have a 50% chance to win this game. So here we go. First down. Can the Buccaneers respond right before halftime? Brady throws over the middle, and the pass is incomplete. He's looking for Chris Godwin. And Tom Brady, I was just saying, like, the Carolina Panthers are not the same anymore after trading Christian McCaffrey and Robbie Anderson. They've got a couple key players, but like that's really it. And Tom Brady has not been able to do anything on this against this Panthers team so far. Once again, is a surprising lead for the Panthers right now. 2nd and 10, Brady taking a shot to the sideline. It is caught. This is Russell Gage, a first down, and he gets out of bounds. 12 seconds on the clock. Buccaneers have all 3 timeouts. Let's see if they're able to score here. Maybe get a quick field goal right before halftime. I don't know how the Panthers have a 7-0 lead right now. I'm very surprised. Brady looking, throws, and his pass is nearly intercepted by Corey Littleton. Not able to hold on to it. It's 2nd and 10 with 5 seconds. It would be pretty awesome if we beat the Buccaneers, I would say. Just to make us 2-5. Okay. This might be one of the only times I say this. I do not want us to win this game. I want us to get a low draft pick and get a good quarterback. I mean, if we do win this game, we'll still be 2-5, and it would look pretty good for PJ Walker. 2nd and 10, pass caught by Evans. He's out of bounds. Did he get out of bounds with time still left on the clock? And he did not. So that is the end of the first half. The Carolina Panthers lead the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 7-0 going into the locker room. As the Panthers, their only points in the game comes as PJ Walker connected with DJ Moore in the back of the end zone for a Panther touchdown. How about that? The Panthers up 7-0 as on their last offensive drive with 30 seconds to go in the second quarter. PJ Walker found DJ Moore in the back of the end zone, and that's how we got our points in this game. When we come back, we'll have our Carolina Cast halftime show. The Panthers lead the Buccaneers. 7-0 is your score at halftime. All right, welcome everybody to the Carolina Cast halftime show. The Panthers have a 7-0 lead over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now. Cannot ask for a better start. Just cannot. How about the Panthers? Up 7-0. Let's get straight to it. We're going to check out the full box score of this game. So for the Carolina Panthers, PJ Walker, 11 for 12 passing, 125 yards, and a touchdown. Chuba Hubbard has 7 carries for 33 yards. DJ Moore has 6 receptions for 59 yards and a touchdown. Terrace Marshall has 2 receptions for 31 yards. Deontay Foreman has 2 receptions for 27 yards. And Laviska Shenault has 1 reception for 8 yards. Miles Hartsfield and Brian Burns both have 3 solo tackles. Shaq Thompson, Derek Brown, CJ Henderson, Xavier Woods, Marquise Haynes, and Dante Jackson both have 2 solo tackles. And Damian Wilson, Yatir Gross-Matos, Sam Franklin, and Chuba Hubbard both have 1 tackle in this game. No kick or punt returns by the Carolina Panthers. Eddie Pinheiro has 1 extra point. And Johnny Hecker has been on the field 3 times for Carolina. Let's check out the Buccaneers box scores. Tom Brady, 14 for 21, 113 yards, no touchdowns or interceptions. Leonard Fournette has 5 carries for 14 yards, so the Carolina Panthers done pretty well with the rushing game. Mike Evans has 4 receptions for 30 yards. Chris Godwin has 5 receptions for 30 yards. Russell Gage has 2 receptions for 26 yards. And Ko Kieft has 1 reception for 18 yards. Tom Brady, he lost the ball once on a bad snap, but he recovered it. And then Levante David has 4 solo tackles. Devin White's got 1. Rashid White's got 1 kick return for the Buccaneers. Jalen Darden's got 2 punt returns for Tampa Bay. And then Jake Camarada has been out for 4 punts in this game. So that's it for the box score in this game. The Panthers, it's very surprising for them to be up this big right now. I don't think anybody expected this. That's just, they haven't even played that good. That's the crazy thing. They're up 7-0 at halftime right now. But we want to look back into this game at some of the missed plays that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have had. First of all, very early in this game, Tom Brady had a chance to connect with Mike Evans in the end zone, who was not able to hold on to the ball. That would put the Buccaneers up 7-0 only a minute into this game. And then ever since that drop by Mike Evans, the Buccaneers have not gotten anywhere, as they are still scoreless. Going into this game, the Buccaneers had an 87% chance. At the moment, the Carolina Panthers have a 54% chance to win today's game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which make them 2-5 on the season, 2-3 at home, and would put the Tampa Bay Buccaneers under 500. It doesn't look like the Falcons are going to make a comeback because they're down 28-7. Although Marcus Mariota just connected on a huge touchdown. So maybe they do have a chance to come back on the Bengals. Damiere Byrd. Oh, I actually met Damiere Byrd. He's got a huge touchdown for the Falcons. I went to a sports broadcasting camp in Atlanta, and DJ Moore is Damiere Byrd was one of the special guests there, as he just got a huge touchdown for the Falcons right there. So now they trailed 28-14. That was a 75-yard touchdown to Damiere Byrd. He is fast. I know my friends and I actually tried racing him after the interview at camp, and man, he is fast. Just like any other NFL player you expect. Damiere Byrd takes it for a 75-yard touchdown. You're looking around the league. Ryan Tannehill and the Titans have a 13-0 lead over the Colts. Indianapolis just looks even worse with Matt Ryan at quarterback. I don't know what it is. I feel like Carson Wentz was much better with the Colts than Matt Ryan is right now with the Colts. The Giants are down by 1. They're looking to improve to 6-1 on the season, which is ridiculous. just Daniel Jones, he's getting it done for the Giants so far. And this is really his make or break season. So far, he's making it, but he's got to keep it going. The Giants are looking to go to the playoffs this year. Panthers, they have a 7-0 lead over the Buccaneers at halftime. And so many missed opportunities by Tampa Bay to try and take the lead. Instead, the Panthers have a 7-0 lead, and they'll start with the football. We remain on halftime, and when we come back, we will continue the Carolina Cast halftime show. Alrighty, welcome back to the Carolina Cast. As we are still waiting for the second half to start. Until then, the Panthers remain on top with their 7-0 lead. As the only score of this game happened with 29 seconds to go in the first half when P.J. Walker connected with DJ Moore in the back of the end zone for a 20-yard touchdown to put the Panthers up 7-0. And that's the only points that have happened in this game. As you can see, if anyone can see, in the background here, I've got Panthers helmet. You see that right there? Just back here, right there. Yeah, you see that thing right there. So the Panthers, when they take on the Falcons on Thursday Night Football, they'll be debuting their brand new black helmet you see that I have back there. That'll be its debut on Thursday Night Football. We should have that stream on the Carolina Cast. That is November 10th. Thursday Night Football against the Atlanta Falcons. As we are taking a look on the field here, some of the highlights of this game, the Mike Evans drop touchdown. And the outstanding Carolina Panthers defense today. And then P.J. Walker's, so we're about to get there. Then DJ Moore's 20-yard touchdown catch to put the Panthers up 7-0. As it is just about time for the third quarter. The halftime is over. The Panthers are getting the ball to start the second half. So here we go. Amir It's not Amir Abdullah. No, I apologize. I'm forgetting. Last year we had Amir Abdullah. Raheem Blackshear, the rookie out of Virginia Tech, to return it for Carolina. He's going to let this go into the back of the end zone, and the Panthers are starting at their own 25-yard line, where P.J. Walker and the Carolina Panthers been up to a solid start in this game, and they look to continue that in the second half. 1st and 10 for the Panthers to start the third quarter. Carolina up 7-0. So here we go. We got Deontay Foreman in the backfield for the Panthers. This is the first play of the third quarter. They're going to wave DJ Moore in motion. It's a play action to start us off. Walker rolling to his right, looking for receivers, and just has to throw it away. Nothing available. We'll make it 2nd and 10. Nothing was open for P.J. Walker. And honestly, Steve Wilkes and the Carolina Panthers, nothing bad throughout this game. Nothing bad has really happened for them. As Steve Wilkes, the only thing he really had to tell his team in the locker room is we have to be much better on third downs, which is true. And struggling on third down so far. So 2nd and 10 for Carolina. And here is a handoff to Foreman. Deontay Foreman is going to get 6 yards on the run. It's going to make it 3rd and short. I was going to say 7-yard pickup. So now it's 3rd and 3 for the Panthers. They could either start off the drive on a 3 and out. No, it is a 3rd and 4. I was correct. They can either start off the drive with a 3 and out, or the Panthers can start off the second half on a good note. 3rd and 4 for Carolina. Looks like a Giants player is leaving in a cart right now. That is not a good scene in Jacksonville. 3rd and 4 for Carolina. The play clock is winding down. It's at 2. They're going to get it off. Walker throws, and his pass is incomplete. Chuba Hubbard cannot hold on to the ball. And that is 4th and 4. And these are the plays where, like, it's on you. That is a good thrown football by P.J. Walker. It is a great defensive play. But if you're Chuba Hubbard right there, you got to be able to hold on to the ball. Not able to do so. So Carolina does go 3 and out to start the second half. Tampa Bay gets the ball. Johnny Hecker sending this one away for the Carolina Panthers. And Darden to return it from their own 8-yard line. Darden, he's got some blocks. Darden all the way up to the Tampa Bay 27. And that's where Tom Brady and the Buccaneers are going to start their next drive. This is the second time the Buccaneers have been shut out in the first half this season. That's the first time in his career with 2 first-half shutouts in his first 7 games. So the Carolina Panthers get to be part of some of Tom Brady's bad history, which was not a lot of it. As the first-half possessions for Tampa Bay, a punt, and halftime. They have not even had a field goal attempt. They've gotten to Carolina territory twice. They've had to punt it there. There's a screen pass to Chris Godwin. And Godwin breaking off tackles. He's going to get 7 yards on the play. Make it 2nd and short for Tampa Bay. The Giants are driving right now in that game against Jacksonville. Todd Bowles had to tell his team, there's good energy, but it's bad execution. As the Buccaneers need to get something going soon, or else the Carolina Panthers might be able to pull off the upset. 2nd and 3 for Tampa Bay. Here's a handoff to Leonard Fournette, trying to bounce off tackles, and he does. A gain of 4 yards before he's brought down by Shaq Thompson. The ball came out, but they're going to say it was already down. That was Xavier Woods who would have had the recovery. We're going back to earlier in the game when Mike Evans was wide open for a touchdown, but he could not hold on to it. And ever since then, the Buccaneers have just been quiet all game long on offense. They had a chance to go up 7 early. So it's a first down for Tampa Bay. Brady play action with time. Now he's running out of time, and he throws it away. Incomplete. Mike Evans was the intended target. The clock stops with 12:30 to go in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. They had to do a play action here to Leonard Fournette. And then Brady, he had time for a little bit. Then Derek Brown and Yatir Gross-Matos brought the pressure. Even Bravion Roy was a part of it. Now it's 2nd and 10 for Tampa Bay. 3 receivers lined up on the left, 1 on the right. We've got Leonard Fournette in the backfield. 2nd and 10. Brady, pump fake. Now he throws and his pass is caught as the catch is made by Kyle Rudolph. He's had a prime of his career was back with the Minnesota Vikings. He makes the catch right here as he's trying to become the new Gronk of this Tampa Bay team. You can see here, Brady sees there's coverage right there. He first of all pump fakes, and then he finds Rudolph. Just, man, outstanding play by Tom Brady. He finds Kyle Rudolph. Xavier Woods there to make the tackle. 3rd and 2 for Tampa Bay. Can they extend the drive? Brady to throw. He takes a shot down the field. He's got a man, and Godwin not able to hold on to it. Justin Burris on the coverage. It's 4th and 2. And if you're Tampa Bay, are you going to go for this? You're at midfield. Godwin once again looked like he had it just a little bit over his hands. Not able to hold on to it. So it's 4th and 2. Tampa Bay still looking for their first points of the game. But Camrata is going to punt it away for Tampa Bay on this 4th and 2. As the play clock winding down, this one is sent all the way back near the 20-yard line. They're going to call this one at the Carolina 20. The Giants have a 13-11 lead on the Jaguars after another Graham Gano field goal. When we come back, the Panthers are getting the ball back for the second time here in the second half. Panthers leading 7-0 is your score. Alrighty, welcome back to the Carolina cast. It is a 1st and 10. This is a play action screen to Ian Thomas, and Ian Thomas is going to get a gain of a yard, making it 2nd and 9. As we're looking at Steve Wilks of the Carolina Panthers. Just some of the images he has with the team so far. Turning to the interim head coach after the firing of Matt Rule back in week 6. Well, pretty much after the 49ers game. 2nd and 7 for Carolina. And this pass is caught. This is Raheem Blackshear, and he's going to lose a ton of yards after the tackle by Antoine Winfield. Winfield is slow to get up for Tampa Bay. It's 3rd and 12 for Carolina as Raheem Blackshear will head back off. The Carolina connections he's had, he was the West Charlotte High School quarterback at Appalachian State from 1987 to 91. And now finds himself as the interim head coach of the Carolina Panthers. 3rd and 12 for the Panthers. Antoine Winfield is on the sideline right now for Tampa Bay. Took an interesting hit here trying to get to Raheem Blackshear. It was a little bit slow to get up. So we're taking a look at Winfield. He's walking off the field. I hope he's all right. We'll have more updates on Antoine Winfield throughout the game. Looked like he might have gotten the wind knocked out of him on the last play. It was a nice tackle on Blackshear, though. It causes a 3rd and 12 for Carolina. 2 receivers lined up on the right, 2 on the left until they decide to move DJ Moore to the right side. Walker. It's a screen pass over to Hubbard, and this is not going to work. Chuba Hubbard's going to get 2 yards on the play before he is taken down by Devin White. So now the Panthers are going to have to punt once again. It's just this entire game has been a snooze fest in Charlotte. Panthers are going to punt. Once again, Darden waits for 10 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. The Panthers have a 7-0 lead over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Johnny Hecker will send this one over to the Buccaneers. Hecker boots it away. And Darden will return this up to the Tampa Bay 30-yard line. And that's where Tom Brady and the Buccaneers will start their next drive. It's been a struggling start for Tampa Bay. They're still looking for their first points of the game. We're going to stay on here. The Panthers have a 7-0 lead right now, which is very surprising. As we can go and check out matchup predictor, still has the Carolina Panthers, who still have a 51% chance to win this game. Coming into this game, the Buccaneers had an 88% chance when Eddie Pinheiro kicked it off to start us off. Then it went from the 80s, still in high 80s, into the 70s, 72. And then once we got to the final drive, so at the 2-minute warning in the 2nd quarter, still a 70% chance for the Buccaneers. Then it kept getting lower and lower. And then the second that we got the touchdown, the Panthers had a 50.1% chance, and at the moment, they have a 51.7% chance to take down the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in a big upset for the NFC South, especially for the Atlanta Falcons. If they are able to come back and defeat the Bengals, they would be on top of the division pending a Carolina Panthers win. So this would put Carolina at 2-5 and in 3rd place in the division if they win. All right, so here's how everything would look right now. If all the games were ending at the moment, the Saints they lost on Thursday Night Football, so they're 2-5. If Carolina wins, they'll be 3rd place in the division at 2-5. The Saints will fall to 4th. Tampa Bay would fall to 3-4, and Atlanta would fall to 3-4, meaning that the Falcons would remain in 2nd place because the Buccaneers have the win against them. So they still have the edge. But that would mean everybody in the NFC South would be under 500 if all the games were to end at this exact moment. So let's see if the Buccaneers can make a comeback here on the Panthers. Have a 7-0 lead. So here we go. First down for Tampa Bay. Throughout the first 6 games of the season for Tom Brady, he's got a 500 record, which is tied for the worst in his career. He's got 1 game with 22-plus points, which is the fewest in his career. He's got 8 passing touchdowns. He has 1 season that was fewer than that in the first 6 games. So this is not the Tom Brady we expected here in one of his late years of the NFL. First and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Play action. Brady throws, and his pass is caught. Mike Evans picks up a Tampa Bay first down. As it looks like the Buccaneers are trying to come up with a wake-up call. Look at some of the miscues and missed opportunities. Still going back to that touchdown that Mike Evans dropped. Chris Godwin's dropped a couple. Even Mike Evans had a chance to put the Buccaneers in Carolina deep into Carolina territory. He dropped that one. And then on the last drive, Chris Godwin on that 3rd and 2, that could have put the Buccaneers in the red zone. Once again, another drop. First down, here's a handoff to White, and Rashid White is going to get a gain of 5 yards under 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 5 for the Buccaneers at their own 48-yard line as they are edging Carolina territory. This would be the first time this game, the third time this game, the Buccaneers would reach Panthers territory. 2nd and 5 for Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, 17 for 26 with 142 passing yards. 2nd and 5. Play action. Brady throws, and his pass is caught. It's another open Mike Evans for another Tampa Bay first down. Puts them at the Carolina 34. This is the closest Tampa Bay has been to the end zone. So now it looks like the Buccaneers are officially starting to wake up. I mean, they've been very quiet this entire game. Finally looks like Tampa Bay is getting somewhere on this drive. First down for Tampa Bay at the Carolina 34. Here's another play action. Brady throws, and his pass is caught. It's Evans again, just shy of the first down marker. And it's going to be 2nd and 1. Ooh. Oh, Kyle Pitts nearly made a nice catch for the Falcons. 2nd and 1, 7:30 to go in the third quarter. It's Mike Evans hops off the field for Tampa Bay quickly. It's the 2nd and 1 for the Buccaneers. 3 receivers lined up on the right. And the play clock is winding down here. It's at 2, 1. They barely get it off. He throws and the pass is incomplete. Looking for Rashid White once again. It's Corey Littleton on the coverage. So it's 3rd and 1 for Tampa Bay. Clock stops with 7:05 remaining in the third quarter. We're taking a look at the NFC South. The Buccaneers are 3-3 overall. The Panthers 1-5 are last place in the NFC South. They would stay in last place if they lose today's game. If they win, they would be second. No, not second. 3rd in the division. 3rd and 1. And a handoff to Fournette, and he is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. He did not get there. Brian Burns, Shaq Thompson, and the entire Carolina Panthers defense able to make a huge stop. So now it's 4th and 1. And if you're the Buccaneers, do you want to take the field goal just to get points on the board? Or are they going to try and keep the drive going? And Tom Brady is still on the field for Tampa Bay. And it looks like the Buccaneers want to go for it. 4th and 1 for Tampa Bay. Can they keep the drive alive? Or will the Panthers defense step up once again? Carolina. Here we go. 4th and 1. It's a toss to Fournette. And Leonard Fournette is stuffed. He did not get there. The Carolina Panthers defense on back-to-back plays stopped the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And on a 4th and 1 toss to Leonard Fournette, the tackle is made by Corey Littleton and Shaq Thompson. It is a turnover on downs and is going to be Panthers football when we come back. A huge play by Carolina's defense. Welcome back to the Carolina cast. The Carolina Panthers make a huge stop on defense. And if anyone was just watching on Fox, they showed a clip of Christian McCaffrey. He will be missed in the Carolina community. 1st and 10, Walker's pass. It is intended for DJ Moore. They're going to say it's incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, fastest player to reach 3,000 yards rushing and receiving. It took him 57 games. Had 114 scrimmage yards in a game, 6th highest all-time in the NFL, and had 50 career scrimmage touchdowns, which is 5th all-time in Panthers history. And he could have had a lot more if he was still playing in Panthers uniform. And unfortunately, the sad event had to happen as he was traded to San Francisco on Thursday. 1st and 10, play action, and Walker's pass is incomplete. Once again, looking for DJ Moore. As Christian McCaffrey went to Twitter to say, "I'm forever grateful for all of the people who have helped make these past 5.5 years so special for me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Carolina, I will always love you. Hashtag keep pounding." I'm really going to miss Christian McCaffrey. He was a huge member to the Carolina community. He was the best player on the team until we traded him Thursday. 3rd and 10 for Carolina. So they're trying to keep their heads up and move on from the McCaffrey trade. Walker to throw. It's a screen to Chuba Hubbard. He's cutting and making tackles, miss, but then he's going to be taken down after a gain of 6 yards. So after the Carolina Panthers defense makes an outstanding stop, unfortunately, the offense isn't able to do much. It's going to make it a 4th and 3, and the Panthers are going to go 3 and out once again. So here comes Johnny Hecker. Once again, it's just been back and forth punting this entire game. Johnny Hecker will send this one away for the Carolina Panthers. 5:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. Your Carolina Panthers lead the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 7-0. It's Johnny Hecker. Play clock winding down, and the punt is stopped. So I don't know if they have to redo it or what just happened. I don't know. It was a false start penalty on Carolina. So this is going to set them back 5 yards for the punt. This clock continues moving. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. If you're just joining us, the Carolina Panthers lead the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 7-0. Johnny Hekker sends this one all the way to the Tampa Bay 16-yard line. A fair catch is made by Darden. So Tampa Bay, they decided to go for it on a 4th and 1, and they weren't able to get it. As the last time Brian Burns in the Carolina Panthers defense made a huge stop, Tampa Bay gets the ball back, and let's see if they're able to hit the end zone or at least get points on the board on this upcoming drive. Alrighty, we are back on the Carolina cast. The Panthers have a 7-0 lead, and Tampa Bay's getting the ball back right here with 5:01 to go in the third quarter. It's going to turn out to be a close one, I feel like. I don't know if Carolina just has this in the bag. When you're playing the GOAT, anything can happen. Brady throws, and it's got to hit the ground. Incomplete. Hey, has Tom Brady ever been shut out in his NFL career? I'm not trying to jinx it. I'm going to look that up. This is that, I doubt it's ever happened. If it did, it probably was like in his rookie season or something crazy like that. The last time he was shut out was in week 14 back in 2006. So it's only happened once in his career. 2nd and 10, and the pass is dropped by Leonard Fournette, and the officials called the play dead. That would have been a fumble recovery by Shaq Thompson. As we're taking a look at Christian McCaffrey, who has changed to number 23. He was 22 in Carolina. Now they're saying 23 with the 49ers. He's making his 49ers debut today after the Carolina Panthers traded him to San Francisco for a 2023 second rounder, third rounder, fourth rounder, and a 2024 fifth round pick. 3rd and 10 for Tampa Bay. The Carolina Panthers defense looking for another stop. Play clock is winding down. It is at 1, and they get it off. Brady to throw. Pressure. It is caught by Fournette. It's got a long way to go, and he's not going to get there. Frankie Louvu with the tackle. Justin Burris also helping him out. And the Buccaneers go 3 and out. So now it's going to be Carolina football. Very nice play. As Brian Burns heads onto the sideline for Carolina, this defense has played outstanding against the greatest quarterback in NFL history. As Camarada is out once again for the Buccaneers. I feel like the Panthers, we've just seen so many times we've seen in this game. It's just Camarada and Hecker playing against each other. Camarada sends this one away. Shi Smith will, I don't know why he touched it, but he did. So the Panthers have the ball at their own 24-yard line, I believe. So we're waiting for it to load. Panthers get the ball back. They're up 7-0. We're going to stay on here. The Panthers have a 67% chance to win this game right now, as it's at the Carolina 23. How about this, man? Nobody was expecting this. Nobody's expecting Carolina to come out here and defeat Tampa Bay. The line on this game was the Buccaneers by 13. And even in my predictions, what did I even say? I said Carolina 10. So, I mean, I'm pretty close on the Panthers. But I said the Buccaneers 38. I did not think our defense had a chance to Tampa Bay. And I am very surprised how it's turned out. I mean, I feel like the funny thing would have been if I put, like, Carolina to win by, like, this low. Nobody would believe me. And then it happened. That'd be crazy. As I'm checking out red zone here, it's a 3rd and 6 for the Cleveland Browns. They're able to get it off, and a catch is made by Donovan Peoples-Jones in the red zone. There's something about red zone that's just so awesome about it. It's always fun to have red zone on while I'm commentating this Carolina Panthers game to you all. And then same with the Charlotte Hornets. And once again, I know some of you basketball fans know that the Charlotte Hornets are taking on the Atlanta Hawks today at 5 p.m. Eastern time. It is a doubleheader on the Carolina cast, so you're in luck. At 5 o'clock today, we'll have Sam come on for the Hornets game. They're taking on the Hawks. I will not be here. I wish I could, but I'm not going to be able to do so. The Hornets are taking on the Hawks for their 3rd game of the season. Is LaMelo Ball playing? I need to check that. Yes, he did not. He sat out for the Spurs and the Pelicans game. The Hornets at the moment are 1-1. Oh. Is he playing today? I will check really quickly. We are back for the Panthers game. I'm going to check quickly on LaMelo Ball's status for the Charlotte Hornets. Is he playing in today's game? Come on. LaMelo Ball is not playing. Yeah, he's out once again for the 3rd straight game. Starting to become a little annoying for the Charlotte Hornets. 1st and 10. Walker takes a shot downfield. He's got a man. Moore, did he get the feet down? And it was close. It would have been an outstanding catch, but they're going to say incomplete. Let's look at it again. Jamal Dean on the coverage. Moore. Oh, it's so close. I got to see the replay one more time. Here. Let's see. Ball, 1. I think he just got 1 down. If PJ Walker threw the ball a second or 2 earlier, then it would have been a catch. But I think it was just a little too late. 2nd and 10 for Carolina. And now, did Steve Wilkes throw the challenge flag? You better have not. Last week, DJ Moore had 3 receptions for 7 yards against the Rams. And in this game, he's got 6 receptions for 59 yards and the game's only touchdown. And that's the only reason the Carolina Panthers have a 7-0 lead in this game. And the Panthers do challenge it. I am surprised Steve Wilkes threw the flag. Let's see. There's catch. There's 1. Actually, now I think he made the catch. Now I actually think he might have made the catch. It is super close. They're showing it on Red Zone right here. Let me see how it was live. I mean, on live, it looked like he made the catch. And just for how fast it goes on there. But even on replay, it is so close. It just matters if he had possession. As DJ Moore is smiling on the sideline. So Moore has to have possession. I think he's got possession right there. He has to have possession, and he's got to have the feet down. If he does not have possession, then it's an incomplete pass, and the challenge is not going to go Carolina's way. So it really depends on if he got it or not. It's so close. Man, Joe Burrow is balling out against the Falcons right now. This man is crazy. Joe Burrow is absolutely balling out right now. I love to have him on my fantasy team. I even have Tyler Boyd. He's playing amazing for my fantasy team as well. Team's going off. As the refs, there has to be enough evidence to overturn this. So let's see. Oh, I heard the found. All right, so it is an incomplete pass. It's kind of hard to tell. I know these guys know it the best. It was really close, but they are going to call it incomplete. 2nd and 10 for Carolina. 2 receivers lined up on the left, 2 on the right. Deontay Foreman in the backfield. Under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. There's a handoff to Deontay Foreman. And Foreman's got a first down and more. There he goes. Deontay Foreman down the sideline all the way to the Carolina Panthers. Whoa. Deontay Foreman all the way into the Tampa Bay territory. At the Tampa Bay 17, the Panthers are in the red zone. A huge run by Deontay Foreman down the sideline. And right after the DJ Moore catch was called back, Deontay Foreman breaks free for a 60-yard run and puts Carolina in the red zone. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. DJ Moore and Terrace Marshall lined up on the left. Handoff to Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard! And the very next play! Touchdown, Carolina! Deontay Foreman sets up the Panthers at the Tampa Bay 17. And then one play later, Chuba Hubbard walks into the end zone for the Carolina Panthers. A 17-yard touchdown. And the Panthers extend their lead. What a game for Carolina. As we look at it again, Carolina with the momentum, they decide to stay run heavy. Then Chuba Hubbard gets past 2 Buccaneer defenders. That's all he had to get past. And he gets the Carolina Panthers in the end zone. Deontay Foreman set it up with a 60-yard run. And then one play later, Chuba Hubbard gets into the end zone. The extra point by Eddie Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers have a 14-0 lead on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 3:11 to go in the third quarter. The Panthers run game balling out on 2 plays. They lead 14-0 here in Charlotte. All right, welcome back to the Carolina cast as the Carolina Panthers. So on a 1st and 10, a catch by DJ Moore gets called back. The very next play, Deontay Foreman takes a 60-yard run all the way to the Tampa Bay 17. And then one play after that, Carolina goes with the tempo. They go hurry up. And then Chuba Hubbard, a 17-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers now a 14-0 lead on the Buccaneers with 3:11 to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for Tampa Bay. They got to wake up soon. Brady's pass is caught by Chris Godwin, who gets pushed out of bounds by Dante Jackson. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. That is a gain of 6 yards. Makes it 2nd and 4 for Tampa Bay. Come on, McLaurin. Yes! Fantasy. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown catch against the Packers gives the Commanders the lead. 2nd and 4. Brady looks, he throws, his pass is caught. That's Russell Gage to the Tampa Bay 40. He's got a Buccaneer first down. So the Panthers are 1-0 in the NFC South this year, looking to become 2-0 if they're able to hold on against the Buccaneers. Tampa Bay would fall to 2-1 if they lose this game. 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers, and this looks like a false start on Tampa Bay. We're going to see here. The camera's pointing at Donovan Smith. And it is a false start on Donovan Smith. An easy call by the refs makes it 1st and 15 for the Buccaneers. Clock stops with 2:19 to go in the third quarter. As the Panthers defense has played very well, can they continue the success here? 1st and 15. Brady's pass is complete. That'll put them back at the 41-yard line. Will make it 2nd and 9. As the catch is made by Cade Otton, the rookie tight end out of Washington University. Buccaneers going hurry up. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 9. Your Carolina Panthers lead the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 14-0. Brady's pass is caught in coverage. It's Mike Evans, and the Buccaneers are in Panthers territory. They are at the Carolina 39 after the connection with Brady to Evans. 1st and 10. Under 90 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Brady to throw, and his pass is incomplete for Chris Godwin. The clock stops with 1:21 to go in the third. It makes it 2nd and 10. Brady 24 for 36, 218 yards in this game. Tampa Bay still scoreless. It's looking for their first points of the game. 2nd and 10 for the Buccaneers. 2 receivers lined up on the left. Brady throws. His pass is caught. It's Otton. And Otton's got a first down before he is pushed out of bounds by Miles Hartsfield. So now the Buccaneers all of a sudden are in the Carolina Panthers red zone at the Carolina 18. So the Buccaneers, you can see Tom Brady. This is what the GOAT can do. Only the GOAT can do this. It's just make these fast comebacks. 1st and 10, 50 seconds to go in the third. Brady's pass is caught by Scotty Miller, who was touched out of bounds by Dante Jackson. Scotty Miller gets a gain of 2 yards for Tampa Bay. 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Makes it 2nd and 8 for Tampa Bay. So the clock is running here for the Buccaneers. Brady to throw. In trouble and is taken down. It's Frankie Louvu. It won't be a sack. Brady might have gotten a yard. The fewest he got was back to the line of scrimmage, but Frankie Louvu with the tackle, we'll say. And it is now 3rd down and 7 for the Buccaneers. Under 10 seconds, and I think they're going to take it to the fourth quarter. And that's what they're going to do. End of the third quarter in Charlotte. The Panthers have a 14-0 lead. So the Carolina Panthers, they hit the end zone on their last offensive drive. They lead 14-0. The Buccaneers looking to respond as they have a 3rd and 7 inside the red zone coming up. We're going to stay on here Let's check out the comments section. The Packers are losing? No way. Actually, we'll take a look around the league. Yeah, the Packers are losing. They're down 17-14 right now. They're down by 3 to the Commanders. That'd be a huge upset. I mean, even this Panthers game's an upset. I could still see Tom Brady scoring 17 points or something to just win the game for Tampa Bay in the next 15 minutes just because he's the GOAT. We'll see what happens in our game. But yeah, I mean, Green Bay, they're down by 3 in the third. The Titans have a 16-7 lead over the Colts in the fourth quarter. The Jaguars have a 17-13 lead in the third quarter. The Cowboys have a 10-6 lead in the fourth quarter. The Bengals have a 35-17 lead in the third quarter, and the Ravens have a 20-13 lead in the fourth quarter. So the only game right now in the fourth quarter are the Cowboys-Lions game, Titans-Colts game, and about to be the Panthers-Buccaneers game as we are at the end of the third. And the Buccaneers are at the Carolina 17 right now. It's a 3rd and 7 for when we come back. They're in field goal range for Ryan Suckup, but at this point, you have 15 minutes left of football. I don't know if they want to kick the field goal. I mean, it really depends what happens on this 3rd and 7. They could just pick up the first down, keep the drive going, or they're just short of the marker and they want to go for it then. But anything can happen. All I do know is that I'm watching Red Zone right here. It's a 4th and 2, and the Giants are going for it. And they snap the ball. Daniel Jones, end zone, and it's dropped. So the G-men went for it on 4th and 2, and they didn't get it. Wow. And the Jaguars are looking to take down the 5-1 Giants. And honestly, I know some people might disagree with me on this. I feel like the Jaguars are better than a 2-4 record. They're not a bad team. I feel like Trevor Lawrence has gotten much better. So we can check out the score by the quarter. Buccaneers have yet to score. Panthers scored a touchdown in the second and the third. We are back in the fourth. Biggest play of the game for both teams. 3rd and 7. What is going to happen here? Brady throws, passes, caught by Evans, and he is stuffed. He is short of the first down marker. It's Keith Taylor with the key tackle. And now, so this is what we were just talking about. In this situation, it's a 4th and 2. Do you bring out Ryan Suckup to get your first points in the game, or do you go for it? And it looks like the Buccaneers and Byron Leftwich want to go for it. 4th and 2. Tampa Bay is 0 for 1 on 4th down in this game. Can the Carolina Panthers get another stop on 4th down? Here we go. 4th and 2. They snap it. Brady, pass is caught. Russell Gage has the first down. As Frankie Louver for a moment thought the Panthers got the stop, they did not. So now it is 1st and goal at the Carolina 8 for Tampa Bay. So they are looking to hit the end zone or just get points for the first time in this game. So they're able to convert on the 4th and 2. As we have an injured Carolina Panther, the clock has stopped with 14:08 to go in the fourth. I can't see who's on the ground. The medical staff is guarding the player. Oh, Dante Jackson's down. Dante Jackson just made the tackle. Almost able to stop. They were almost able to stop Russell Gage from getting the first down. That was Dante Jackson who made the tackle, and he is now down for the Carolina Panthers. And this could be a huge problem as Dante Jackson is walking off the field right next to interim head coach Steve Wilkes. As I really hope Dante Jackson's okay. That'd be a huge loss for the Carolina Panthers. So it's 1st and goal for Tampa Bay. Looking to get points on the board for the first time this game. Brady to throw. His pass is incomplete, looking for Russell Gage. Miles Hartsfield on the coverage. Going to make it 2nd and goal at the 8. With just under 14 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, your Carolina Panthers lead the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 14-0 is your score. As the Buccaneers still looking for their first points of the game. 2nd and goal for Tampa Bay. Let's see what they can do here. Leonard Fournette in the backfield for Tampa Bay. They fake it, and Brady's pass incomplete, looking for Mike Evans. Makes it 3rd and goal. So now we can see Mike Evans a little shaken up. He's limping a little bit right now. So look at it again. It just went for Evans on the corner. That was Tay Hayes on the coverage. And then Evans was walking a little slowly back to the huddle, looking at his ankle. 3rd and goal. This is a big 3rd and goal for the Carolina Panthers. Leonard Fournette and Rachaad White in the backfield. Brady looking. And Brady throws, and it's incomplete once again. Justin Burris on the coverage. It is 4th and goal. 3:40 to go. And it looks like Ryan Succop's going to come out for the field goal. This could put Tampa Bay on the board for the first time this game. Here late or early in the 4th quarter. And I don't think they want to force a 4th and goal at the 8-yard line. That was Marquise Haynes who brought the coverage. So Ryan Succop is attempting this field goal to give Tampa Bay their first points of the game. Good snap, good hold, and the kick by Succop is good. So the Carolina Panthers are not able to shut out Tom Brady. I mean, Tom Brady has not scored, only Ryan Succop has, but the Buccaneers do get on the board here early in the 4th quarter. We're going to stay on here. The Panthers have a 14-3 lead as Tampa Bay finally finds their way to get points as Ryan Succop nails a 27-yard field goal to get Tampa Bay on the board. The Panthers still have an 87% chance to win this game. With 13 minutes to go in Charlotte, the Panthers are getting the ball back. Let's see if they can hold on and pull off this upset. Carolina could be 2-5 with a win against the Buccaneers today. And if Tampa Bay does lose this game, they'd fall to 3-4. And it does not look like the Falcons are going to make a comeback to Cincinnati. As going into the 4th quarter in that game, the Bengals lead the Falcons 35-17. That game isn't even close. Well, I mean, you could. It's not a blowout, but it's going to be very hard for the Falcons to score all those points to try and take the lead as they trail by 18 going into the 4th quarter. So they got to score at least 18 points. Giants down by 4 to the Jaguars, 17-13. Lions down by 4 to the Cowboys, 10-6. Commanders lead the Packers 17-14. The Ravens lead the Browns 23-13. And the Titans lead the Colts 16-7. So the only big offensive game so far for the 1:00 games has to be that Cincinnati-Atlanta game, being 35-17, as Jared Goff just threw another interception. I've seen a lot of picks thrown by Goff in this game. I don't know how many that is. Yeah, it looks like the bad Tampa Bay's back before the Jameis Winston days of the Buccaneers might be back. That's not true. That's not true. Maybe it is, though. I think Tom Brady's... See, it's hard to say that Tom Brady is washed when he's the greatest quarterback of all time. But at the moment, I mean, yeah, he's not him. It's not the... I don't even know how to explain it. Tom Brady is not the same how he usually is. I'll say that. I mean, it looked like he technically did retire. Adam Schefter said to sources. Then he decided to make his comeback, so unretire. We don't even know if he actually did retire. As Raheem Blackshear lets us go into the back of the end zone, and the Panthers, they can close this game with the touchdown. I feel like a Carolina Panther touchdown can completely end any chances of the Buccaneers winning this game. Panthers now have the ball. They lead 14-3. Deontay Foreman had that 60-yard run on the last drive. Then one play later, Chuba Hubbard found the edge over 2 Buccaneer defenders to get into the end zone. And that's how the Carolina Panthers have got their 14 points. 1st and 10. Deontay Foreman on the run, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing much for him. Chuba Hubbard has 8 rushing attempts for 50 yards and a touchdown. Deontay Foreman has 4 rushing attempts for 70 yards. And DJ Moore has 6 catches for 59 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, the Panthers had a touchdown with 30 seconds in the second quarter. Right before halftime, they were able to find DJ Moore in the end zone, and then the Chuba Hubbard touchdown thanks to the 60-yard run by Deontay Foreman. 13 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Here's a toss to Foreman, and Deontay Foreman breaking tackles. So he gets a gain of 7 to 8 yards right there. So 3rd and 3 for Carolina. This would be a huge third down if they're able to convert right here with under 13 minutes to go. Some secondary injuries for the Buccaneers. They do not have Carlton Davis III, Sean Murphy-Bunting. Antoine Winfield is out with a concussion, and Anthony Chesley is out with a hamstring. Those two, the last two I named, were out during this game, so they got injured through this game. And then Carlton Davis and Sean Murphy-Bunting never started, as Malik Willis is on the field for the Titans. And I think he just lost the ball. 3rd and 3. Chuba Hubbard's got a first down and more. Hubbard to the Carolina 45, and he extends the Panthers' drive. As the run game is working for Carolina without having... Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. Chuba Hubbard is slow to get up for the Carolina Panthers, and here comes the medical staff. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I was about to say that this run game for the Carolina Panthers has been going very well without Christian McCaffrey. With both our running backs, man, this duo was actually doing pretty well. And then Chuba Hubbard, after that tackle by Edwards, looked like he fell kind of awkwardly. It was a first down run. It was still a very good run. Hubbard furious right now. I would be the same right now. I feel him. That, man, for how well he's playing too. Chuba Hubbard coming off the field. 12 minutes to go in Charlotte. So now Deontay Foreman is going to be the name running back, depending on how long it takes Chuba Hubbard to get back in. Hopefully Foreman, he had that 60-yard run earlier. Hope he can keep that going. Here's Foreman, breaks off a tackle. Deontay Foreman down the sideline all the way inside the Tampa Bay 30. And Deontay Foreman shows that he can be a running back one for Carolina, despite Chuba Hubbard coming off the field. As we look at this again, this great blocking by the Carolina Panthers. And Deontay Foreman, he cuts to the outside where it's nothing but green grass. He goes all the way and takes them to the Tampa Bay 29. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Deontay Foreman coming off the field. This season, Carolina's averaged 90 rushing yards a game. They're at 160 at the moment. Here's a 1st and 10 and a handoff, and this is going to be blown up. That's Raheem Blackshear, who's now the 3rd string running back for Carolina, was the 4th string until we traded away Christian McCaffrey. He's going to get a yard on the run, and Blackshear is going to come off the field. Actually, they're going to say he lost a yard. So it's 2nd and 11. There's nothing much there for Raheem Blackshear. Carolina still in field goal range for Eddie Pinheiro if they want to make it a 2-touchdown game. So just trying to put the Buccaneers out of reach. Foreman in the backfield once again. 2nd and 11 for Carolina. And here's a handoff to Foreman. Deontay Foreman is going to get a yard back for the Panthers to make it 3rd and 10. They're actually going to say he did not pick up a yard. He got back to the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and 11. 10 minutes to go. In Uptown Charlotte, the Carolina Panthers lead the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 14-3. Now we're under 10 minutes. PJ Walker, 14 for 20 passing, 138 yards, and a touchdown. I don't know what it is with the Packers. They started off the year pretty decent. I don't know what's happening in that game. Anyways, 3rd and 11. 2 receivers lined up on the right, 2 on the left. Walker to throw. He's got time going downfield, and the pass is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Tremble in the back of the end zone, and the Panthers are pouring it on. PJ Walker connects with Tommy Tremble for another Carolina Panther touchdown. And what a game for Carolina. PJ Walker finds Tommy Tremble in the back of the end zone. Look at it again. It's a big 3rd and 11. If they're not able to get this, they got to bring out Pinheiro for a field goal. Instead, Pinheiro's going to come out for the extra point. As PJ Walker connects with Tommy Tremble, the tight end, for a touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro's extra point is right down the middle. And the Carolina Panthers might have just put the game away with a huge 29-yard touchdown pass to Tommy Tremble. Your Carolina Panthers lead 21-3 is your score with only 9:33 to go in the fourth quarter. All right, welcome back to the Carolina Cast. The Panthers hit the end zone once again. This time, PJ Walker connects with Tommy Tremble in the back of the end zone for another Carolina Panther touchdown, and they now lead the Buccaneers 21-3 with 9:30 to go in the fourth quarter. The Panthers in the last 3 games have had 6 20-yard plays. Today, they've had 7 of them. And the Panthers are just pouring it on against the Buccaneers. What a game for Carolina. As the Panthers now have a 98.6. This game started with the Buccaneers. Here's the return by White. Rasheed White down the sideline. And he gets all the way to the Tampa Bay 34. It's a nice return. Going into this game, the Buccaneers had an 88% chance to win. And at the moment, the Carolina Panthers have a 98.6% chance to win this game. As now Tampa Bay starting the drive at their own 34-yard line after a good kick return. Panthers up 21-3, 9:26 remaining in this game. The Buccaneers are going to need an absolute comeback. They want to take down the Carolina Panthers. 1st and 10 for Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Under 9:30 to go in the fourth quarter. 2 receivers lined up on the right, 2 on the left. Brady to throw, and his pass is caught. A first down and more to Oten, and 1 play later, the Buccaneers are at the Carolina 30 after a gain of 36 yards to Cade Otton. And that'll be a big first down for Tampa Bay. So here at the Carolina side, 1st and 10 for Tampa Bay. 9 minutes to go in this game. Brady to throw. His pass is caught. It's Otton again. And he's going to get a gain of what looks like 4 yards. It is. Make it 2nd and 6. 8:40 to go in the fourth quarter. 2nd down and 6 for the Buccaneers. 2 receivers lined up on the right. Leonard Fournette in the backfield. Buccaneers don't have a lot of time. Brady's pass is caught, and Dante Jackson makes the tackle. It's a nice play by the Carolina Panthers defense and Dante Jackson. That's Scotty Miller who makes the catch for the Buccaneers. It's now 3rd and 2 for Tampa Bay. This clock is winding down. Let's see what Tom Brady and the Buccaneers want to do here. 8 minutes to go in this game. Brady, and now a flag comes in, and this looks like a false start on Tampa Bay. And that is a huge penalty. It is false start on the Buccaneers. They're going to make it 3rd and 7, as it's Donovan Smith who gets penalized once again. 3rd and 7 for the Buccaneers. Clock has stopped with 8 minutes to go in this game. And for Tampa Bay, you have to hit the end zone on this drive, so no more field goals by Ryan Suckup. 3rd and 7. Panthers look like they're about to show blitz. And they do. Here comes the Carolina Panthers blitz. Here's Fournette's got a long way to go, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Shaq Thompson with the tackle. It's 4th and 8. And now the Buccaneers have to go for it, if you feel like. They're down by 18, under 8 minutes to go in this game. As the ref was making sure Brian Burns is okay, he was a little slow to get up, and Brian Burns said he is all right. So he heads back to the Carolina Panthers side. 4th and 8. This could be the game right here. 7:30 to go. The Buccaneers are going for it. Their last chance of trying to win this football game. 4th and 8 for Tampa Bay. Brady to throw. Looking left. He fires, and his pass is nearly intercepted. It was dropped by Xavier Woods, but it won't matter. It's a turnover on downs, and it's Carolina Panther football. As it looks like this Panthers team, without Christian McCaffrey, without Baker Mayfield, without Robbie Anderson, Jeremy Chin, who's injured, J.C. Horn, who's injured, the Carolina Panthers team that doesn't have a lot of star players anymore is about to upset Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As honestly, it was kind of smart for Woods to, not catch the interception, you could say. Because how about this? 7 minutes to go in this game. All the Panthers have to do is just hold on. Here we go. 1st and 10, 7:15 remaining. Deontay Foreman in the backfield. Here's a handoff to Foreman. And he's going to get a gain of a yard on the run. 7 minutes to go makes it 2nd and 8. And we have a Tampa Bay Buccaneer player leaving on a cart. As he is leaving the stand. That's KJ Britt, second-year guy out of Auburn, is leaving on a cart for the Buccaneers. And that is not anything you'd want to see, especially for the Buccaneers about to take this huge loss to the Carolina Panthers. We didn't really needed to win this game, but it's going to look good for our team to not fall to 1-6 and become 2-5 and take down the GOAT at home. 2nd and 8, Walker's pass is caught. It's DJ Moore, and he has a Carolina Panther first down. With 6:20 to go, the Panthers just looking to end this game. My goodness. Jared Goff just completely sold this game. Oh. Jared Goff just completely sold the game for the Lions against the Cowboys. So many turnovers. First down for the Carolina Panthers. Under 6 minutes to go here in Charlotte. Deontay Foreman in the backfield once again. Now that Chuba Hubbard got a little banged up on the last run play he had. Foreman's going to get another yard. That's all the Carolina Panthers need to do is just chew the clock. They'll hold on to take down a struggling Tampa Bay Buccaneer team who's about to fall under 500. In comments section, if you can hear me right now, do you think the Buccaneers could miss the playoff? What are the chances that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers miss the playoffs? They're about to fall to 3-4. And I mean, I still think they'll make it, but what do you guys think? What are the chances that the Buccaneers do not make the playoffs? 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 8. There's a handoff to Foreman, and D'Onta Foreman's going to get another yard or two on the run. So under 5 minutes to go in Charlotte. It's a 3rd and 5 for Carolina. They can pick up 5 more yards and extend the drive, or they'll give it back to Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, who will barely have any time to do anything. To come down to a couple touchdowns and onside kicks to pull off the miracle. 3rd and 5 for the Panthers, as they are just trying to let the clock go down as much as they can. 3rd and 5 for Carolina. Foreman in the backfield once again. And it is another handoff to D'Onta Foreman, and he's only going to get a yard. So that'll make it 4th and 4. Let's look at the Panthers' run game. It all started with this 60-yard run by D'Onta Foreman to put the Carolina Panthers in the red zone when they were up 7-0. And then one play later, P.J. Walker would hand off to Chuba Hubbard, who takes it 17 yards into the end zone for a touchdown. Then D'Onta Foreman would come back and take a long 27-yard run, put Carolina in position for another touchdown as P.J. Walker would find Tommy Tremble in the back of the end zone. And then earlier in this game, right before halftime actually, P.J. Walker connected with DJ Moore for a touchdown, and that's how the Panthers had their 21 points. The Buccaneers got 1 field goal in this game. That was early in the fourth quarter. A flag is down. 21-3 is your score. Johnny Hecker's pointing at the Buccaneers. Let's see what the flag is with 3:27 to go. And is a roughing the kicker call on the Buccaneers. So is it still Carolina ball? Yeah, it is automatic first down. How about that? The Buccaneers try to go a little bit too aggressive on the punt to try and block. Johnny Hecker ends up on the ground. So now it's an automatic first down for the Panthers. So their drive continues with 3:27 to go. Wow. That might have just completely ended any chances. Should be 99.9% on ESPN, and it is. 1st and 10 for Carolina, as this game is pretty much set away and will be a victory for the Carolina Panthers. They're in Tampa Bay territory. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Foreman, and he's going to lose a yard or two on the run. Nowhere to go for D'Onta Foreman. He's going to lose 2 yards. Shaq Barrett makes the tackle. This season, 20-yard plays for touchdowns have not been allowed by the Buccaneers, and that their only team in the NFL until today. 2 20-yard plays for touchdowns have happened in this game. It was nearly 3 because Chuba Hubbard's touchdown was 17-yard run. Tommy Tremble's catch was 29 yards, and DJ Moore's, I believe, was 20. Yes, it was 20 on the dot. 2nd and 12 for Carolina. Play clock winding down. They're just going to obviously let the play clock wind down to chew the clock. And there's D'Onta Foreman on the run. He's going to get about 2 to 3 yards. Make it 3rd and 8. And the Carolina Panthers can take it all the way to the 2-minute warning before their next 3rd and 8 snap. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. The Carolina Panthers have a 21-3 lead over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And what a huge upset it's going to be here in Charlotte. So 3rd and 8, and the Panthers are going to take it all the way to the 2-minute warning. Your Carolina Panthers lead the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the 2-minute warning. 21-3 is your score from Bank of America Stadium. we are back from the 2-minute warning, as all the Carolina Panthers have to do is run out the clock, and they are going to win this football game. PJ Walker did get it done today for the Carolina Panthers. He actually played pretty well. So I'm going to give that to PJ Walker. When you look at his stats, actually, 16 for 22, 177 yards, and 2 passing touchdowns. And even Deontay Foreman and Chuba Hubbard stepped up on the run game for the Carolina Panthers. That's Foreman on the other run. Are they going to bring out Pinheiro for the long field goal? They're going to do that punt thing that they did earlier in the game. That was a bad play call by Steve Wilkes. If they punt again, I swear. Come on, guys. The game's pretty much over. It's like, why are you bringing Hecker out again? Bro, you're at the Tampa Bay 33. Who else agrees with me on this? All right, if you're in the chat right now, the Carolina Panthers are at the Tampa Bay 33-yard line. Are you sure that they should be punting the ball or at least trying to kick a field goal? I mean, they're going to obviously take the flag so they can back up and punt. But, come on. Really? I don't understand it. It's sloppy. I don't like it. So delay of game on the Carolina Panthers because they're trying to back up to punt the ball. So look at their schedule. They're heading to Atlanta next week. And then the week after that, they're heading to Cincinnati. And then 4 days after that, the Carolina Panthers are going to debut their black helmets on Thursday Night Football against the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be our first primetime Panthers game, which will be on the Carolina cast. Johnny Hecker sends this one away. And this one's going to go out of bounds at the Tampa Bay 13. So the Buccaneers, down by 18, they need an absolute miracle. Just talk about it. They have down by 18. There is 62 seconds on the clock. There's been so many missed opportunities by the Buccaneers in this game. Especially that touchdown that they almost started the game off with. And they just were not able to get any points. And Tom Brady's played very well. It's been 32 for 49, 290 yards. That's not a bad stat line. Just never able to hit the end zone with this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. 1st and 10. Tampa Bay needs an absolute miracle. And they're just going to run the ball and put this game away. As that's Rachaad White on the run. So Tampa Bay just throwing the towel. Their next 5 games, they take on Baltimore. The Rams, they head to Seattle. They have a bye week. Then they head to Cleveland. But the Carolina Panthers are going to pull off the upset that we did not expect one bit. 21-3. This will be the last play of the game right here on a 2nd and 3. It's a handoff to White, and he's taken down by Brian Burns. And that'll do it. The Carolina Panthers are going to upset the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Bank of America Stadium. 21-3 is your final score. As the Panthers win their 2nd game of the season to improve to 2-5. Steve Wilkes, that's his first win as the interim coach of the Carolina Panthers. We're going to go on a quick break, and when we come back, we will have the Carolina Cast post-game show. We'll be back right after this. We'll talk about everything from this game as the Panthers take down the Buccaneers. 21-3 is their score. Stay tuned. We're not leaving yet. We'll be back right after this. right, welcome back to the Carolina Cast. The Panthers are 2-5 as they take down the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 21-3 is your score from Bank of America Stadium. Let's get straight into the box score. The Panthers being the better team today. Let's check out some stats. PJ Walker, 16 for 22, 177 yards, and 2 passing touchdowns. D'Onta Foreman had 15 carries, 118 yards. He did not hit the end zone, but Chuba Hubbard, who did get injured in the game, we'll have more news coming out on him. He had 9 carries for 63 yards and a rushing touchdown. DJ Moore, 7 receptions for 69 yards and a touchdown. Terrace Marshall had 2 receptions for 31 yards. Tommy Tremble had 1 reception for 29 yards and a touchdown. D'Onta Foreman had 2 receptions for 27 yards. Chuba Hubbard had 2 receptions for 10 yards. Laviska Shenault had 1 reception for 8 yards, and Ian Thomas had 1 reception for 3 yards. Dante Jackson had 10 solo tackles in this game. Miles Hartsfield had 5. Shaq Thompson with 4. Brian Burns with 3. Xavier Woods with 4. And Derek Brown and C.J. Henderson with 3. Shi Smith had 1 punt return that it was just a fair catch. And Eddie Pinheiro only had to kick 3 extra points, never had to attempt a field goal in this game. Then for the Buccaneers, Tom Brady, 32 for 49, 290 yards, no touchdowns or interceptions. Rachaad White had 6 carries for 24 yards. Leonard Fournette had 8 carries for 19 yards. And Mike Evans had 9 receptions for 96 yards. Cade Otton had 4 receptions for 64 yards. Chris Godwin with 7 receptions for 43 yards. Russell Gage with 4 receptions for 39 yards. And then on the defensive side, Levante David had 5 solo tackles. Mike Edwards with 4. Vita Vea with 2. And that's really it. The Carolina Panthers it was so quiet this entire game. And then the final 30 seconds of the second quarter, PJ Walker connected with DJ Moore for a 20-yard touchdown. Give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Chuba Hubbard in the third quarter hit the end zone thanks to a 60-yard run by D'Onta Foreman. Then one play later, D'Onta Foreman and the Panthers had to bring in Chuba Hubbard, so they switched off, and they went with the tempo. Hubbard able to hit the end zone to give Carolina 14-0 lead. Going into the fourth quarter, Tampa Bay kicks a 27-yard field goal instead of going for it on 4th and goal at the 8-yard line, and the Panthers make him pay for it. PJ Walker finds Tommy Tremble in the back of the end zone for the 29-yard touchdown, and that's when the Panthers won this game 21-3. So the Carolina Panthers are now 2-5 on the season. Their 2 wins coming to all NFC South teams, including the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There is a small chance, even with PJ Walker at quarterback, that we could win the division. We're 2-5 right now, and here's how the division looks. So, this is actually how it looks right now. Let me reload my ESPN page. The Carolina Panthers are in it to win it right now. We're not that far off. If you look at it this way, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are number 1 in the division at 3-4. The Atlanta Falcons are 2nd at 3-4. And the Panthers are 3rd at 2-5. Now, a lot of people might disagree with me when I say this. But if Carolina wins, we're playing the Atlanta Falcons next week on Sunday. If we win that game, the Panthers would be 3-5. The Falcons would be 3-5. And the Buccaneers, who are they playing next week? I have to check who the Buccaneers play next week. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers next week, they play the Baltimore Ravens. That's not an easy game. So anything can happen in the NFC South right now. Obviously, I don't want Carolina to go all in and win the division. I want us to draft a quarterback either in CJ Stroud or Bryce Young. But we'll see what happens. Anyways, the Carolina Panthers come out on top today with a 21-3 victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But if you're watching live right now, stay tuned because in just about 1 hour, where you're going to have the Charlotte Hornets against the Atlanta Hawks. I will not be here, but Sam will at 5 o'clock. So stay tuned. We're going to take an hour break. And when we come back, the Charlotte Hornets will be taking on the Atlanta Hawks at 5 o'clock. So the Carolina Panthers' next game will be next Sunday at 1 o'clock. They'll be taking on their NFC South rival, Atlanta Falcons. And our next stream will be in just about an hour with the Charlotte Hornets and the Atlanta Hawks. So if you enjoyed on YouTube, go ahead. Please feel free to hit the subscribe button for all the exclusive content on the Charlotte Hornets and the Carolina Panthers. And if you're watching on Twitch, go ahead and follow us for each and every live stream of the Charlotte Hornets and the Carolina Panthers. That is just about it today. The Carolina Panthers take down the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 21-3 is your score from Bank of America Stadium. Your Carolina Panthers are now 2-5. But in 1 hour, your Charlotte Hornets are taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Please stay tuned for that stream. We'll be back in an hour. Until then, we say so long from Bank of America Stadium.